Ah, cheers for tuning in to Three Guys and Sometimes Bob. Normally, some Hollywood big shot would be here to give you a flashy welcome, but they're all busy pretending to be normal folk for a bit. And Chad, he's off somewhere trying to return a toaster he borrowed from the pub. So you've got me. Nigel. I run the fish and chip shop down the road where we do things proper, unlike some of the riffraff round here. Anyway, this podcast's recorded at the Cigar Caves Tobacco Alley, where the conversation's as unpredictable as the British Railways and Bob. Well, he might show his face if he's not off being a cheeky wanker, probably nicking umbrellas down at the market or trying to teach stray cats to ride bicycles. Honestly, bloke's a legend, but a bit of a daft one. So, grab a pint, spark a good cigar, and get comfortable. This is Three Guys and Sometimes Bob. Enjoy it, or don't. I'm just here for the free Wi-Fi and the dodgy peanuts.
Dodgy peanuts, I love it. Still haven't got any. No bam.
No bam.
No bam.
No, and no dodgy peanut.
No dodgy piss peanut.
I almost
penis.
said penis.
No dodgy penis either.
Dude, I am still, it's been a week later and my fucking head is still spinning from last week.
It was a good week.
It was a good week.
It was a good
week.
week.
I just hope everybody listened to it because, and it was deep into the show. It was like a 3-hour, 45-minute show.
3-hour show,
Yeah.
And it was like the last hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was here for a bit, and everybody else showed
Yeah,
up.
you had 2 hours.
Yeah, I had 2 hours into it.
Yeah, and that's when it was calm.
it was calm.
And then all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
But we did gain another follower. We're up to 57 now.
Out of Salem area, does it say? Was it in Oregon?
It doesn't say. I
My
saw the number go up.
niece's husband, I turned him onto it the other night at the house.
So yeah, the last episode I posted yesterday, we've got 8 plays already.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have. It's gonna go.
It'll go viral.
I'm gonna say it's gonna go 69.
Ish.
That's a great number.
That means it's giving some back.
Hey, welcome, JJ.
Welcome.
Good to be here.
We're using real names because last week we had Cinnamon Diamond. What were we calling her? Any stripper name, and she's not a stripper. So
She used to be.
oh shit! Now you fucking got me going.
Yeah, she got mad at me one time because we were at Casablanca having drinks one day.
Was she stripping?
No, but so yeah, she told me a long time ago. She worked when she was going to college. That's how she made money.
Well, of course.
And
every stripper I know.
I had made
I
a
don't know
comment
many.
when we were at at Casablanca, and somebody had said something about something or other and quality of workers, and I'm like, yeah, it's like having the day shift folks at the strip club. And she's like, hey, quit knocking the day shift folks. And I'm like, you work days? She's like, yeah, I want to party at night. I'm like, okay. So yeah.
Well, you got to keep your nights open for other extra activities of making money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like work.
Now that I know what's her work. I think she went to school and I don't know, maybe she had a night class. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't ask a lot of
But
questions.
very cool chick.
No, she's awesome. Yeah. love
So
her.
it was an unplanned. I haven't listened to it yet. I usually listen to you guys when I go for walks, but the rain's kept me away.
Yeah.
Was she just somebody randomly showed up? or
Well,
did
she
you kind
called
of
me. So she
plan?
called me. And
Michael and his persuading.
Yeah, and I just said, hey, bring your ass down here. Because she'll call me in the afternoons if she's not doing much for work, and to see if we want to meet up for a drink or something like that. So I'm like, bring your ass down here. So she did.
And boy, she did.
She did. And the rest of her.
And the rest of her. Yeah, definitely the rest of her. But no, good times.
So this is episode 45.
Is it
Holy
really
crap,
45?
really?
Wow.
Quattro Cinco.
Yeah, Colt 45.
Colt.
Colt
Yeah,
45.
whether it's
There you go.
the fucking gun
The-
or
the gun or the drink.
or the beverage. the malt liquor.
Can you even get a malt liquor? Do
Oh,
they
yeah.
even sell Colt 45
Is
anymore?
that the big tongue of malt liquor?
The big tongue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Well, malt liquor.
Oh.
Is that his name?
Wake
Malt?
up, fucker.
The big tongue. I got you.
I am a little.
So-
for the last 2 days, I've been waking
Well,
up
what
at
blew-
fucking 3:15 in the morning.
Well, you're on my schedule now.
Oh,
What blew me away is Irish mobster Dan had posted something on his timeline or some shit like that with a can of fucking Rainier in his hand. And I'm like, I didn't know you could still get
I like a
Rainier.
Rainier.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Pounders.
okay, first off,
Pounders?
is that still left over from 1985?
you can still get it.
They still.
It's
yeah.
made like back at the Pabst Blue Ribbon factory. It's not done here.
It's not up at the Rainier beer.
No, not the
They
Rainier
got the
beer.
bottles
Not,
running
the
around the
artisans
forest.
aren't still making the water for the Rainiers.
or Oli.
Or Oli. Yeah, it's all under one fucking
Well, Ollie's
Budweiser
made
umbrella.
back in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they-
The
Yeah.
factory
They bought
shut down.
names.
They're in the factory where Laverne and Shirley worked, right? Isn't that them?
Labatt's.
That was that. No,
I think-
Labatt's is Canadian. They were like in
Labatt's
Milwaukee.
then.
Labatt's.
Labatt's. But yeah, they worked.
The Bleu.
If
What
you,
was the- what
if
was
you
the
start
fucking,
singing the theme song,
Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated or
Incorporated.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
we're
like,
going to do it
Our way.
our way.
I don't know, but yeah. So,
Anywho.
anyway, so
Malt liquor, that's a bad boy. Jay Will and I about a year
That's
ago
I
ran into a bottle of malt liquor and thought we were 18 again and
Yeah.
poured some out to our homies and then crushed it and kept drinking and then we both were sick the next day.
well, that was
It was
old E.
bad. It was Old E.
Really, yeah.
old
I
school.
think that should be like a rapper name. That
Old
could be
E?
your rapper name. No, malt liquor.
Oh, malt liquor. I did break into a bottle on. Yeah, you fucked up, and you had to go down and be responsible with your houseboat. I opened another bottle of Utopia.
Yeah, I did
Oh.
fuck up, but I didn't
Yeah.
because it's raining 10 inches over there in the next 3 days.
Yeah, and probably
Well,
and 14 feet of snow.
And I-5's closed right now.
Yeah, so we tarped the whole thing and patched a bunch of leaks and moved everything in. Of course, I told Eric if it does get too much snow on it, feel free to shovel all the snow from one side to the other side and let that fucker roll over because we have more insurance on it than it's worth. But
I know a guy.
that won't happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how those holes got on the port side pontoon,
Yeah,
but it's
I don't know.
interesting.
It's
Beavers
amazing.
are
Beavers.
crazy.
But they like aluminum.
They do like aluminum.
Yeah,
Aluminum.
aluminum.
Didn't you just get those fixed?
Aluminum.
We just had, we're pretty solid. I mean, the only thing we have is slight roof leaks, wear and tear gets into the little sealant and little tears.
Oh,
if it
yeah.
rains really, really hard, it will leak a little bit inside the house.
and it does down there.
But it's you have your floating house
bit.
and
But
torrential
they get-
rain.
They get snow right there, don't they?
Oh, we've had Eric go down a few times and shovel off a couple feet of snow. It'll come down
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
But the nice part is like Roy's Pond, it's going to be filled up for the first time probably before
Yeah.
Orchid Day.
January.
Yeah.
With all this rain coming.
This is going to be one of those years, though, that we get this early fucking snow pack
Yeah,
in the
and then
mountains,
it's
and then
gonna
it
turn
warms
60.
up. It warms up, and then the river floods.
We'll have
Yeah.
a Christmas flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll take the rain because we got to travel on the day after Christmas.
I
Or they're,
gotta travel tomorrow.
You do. Yeah, you need to grab a shirt and
Yeah, just in case I go by.
yeah.
Go by fucking Joey
Yeah,
Nuggets.
grab a bottle.
Joey Nuggets.
Yeah, if you're staying at the Nugget.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to Vegas officially yet, but
Oh, okay.
if I do,
might
I'll
bypass.
well, I don't know. I might say. Well, initially I booked the room in Bakersfield, so I figure when I get up, so I was going to drive. Tomorrow I was going to drive from here to Bakersfield. And
Yeah, you might
Probably
do
not.
that. You're probably not.
I'm probably going to go the coastal route because I-5 South
Ooh,
is closed.
so let me look at.
They might get her open before tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't want to deal with all the assholes.
Oh,
Well,
there's going to be solid trucks both lanes.
Yeah.
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 And
So-
Jane,
Fucking
maybe.
nuts.
And, yeah.
So I started. So I canceled because my plan was then Friday morning I get up and I decide am I going to Vegas or I'm going to go just straight to Phoenix
yeah.
because it's sort of 6 of one, half dozen the other.
Right, right.
So, but we'll see how I feel, and then maybe I'll catch Vegas on the way back if I don't, or what I don't know. But now since it's going to be a much longer trip tomorrow, I think I'm not going to go all the way to Bakersfield. Maybe stop at like Modesto or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't stop him at that.
Well, I mean, there's some good people there.
Downtown Boca.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You get the right spots. You get some cheap whores.
You could get some cheap whores. There's a couple
Four-legged
hotels.
horse with the saddle.
Yeah. You can lead them to water, but fuckers won't.
They're that long damn stretch. Once you make the corner past Modesto, Madera, and all that shit, it's the 100, 200 miles of nothing.
Yeah.
There's some hotels and stuff along the line there, but those are I-5 hotels that, we have travelers. Now we're $40, $50 more a night.
Well, I know what I do is I go on because I've got the friends and family plan with Hilton.
Oh,
And so I just go on their site and I'll pick a city and be like, show me the rates for the friend. And it's like less than half price.
Oh, wow,
So
that's
yeah, so I
brilliant.
get, like the one in Modesto was
they got a Hilton there.
they had a Hilton.
I
not
figured they were a
Modesto,
Motel 6 down.
Bakersfield, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The Bakersfield one, it was like a Hampton Inn and Suites or some shit like that for $70.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. The normal rack rate was like 160 or something. So
Okay.
Yeah, there's a famous Basque restaurant in Bakersfield. If you ever get there, I can't remember the name. I'll find out.
Basque, like fish?
Basque, the Basque region.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Spain.
yeah.
There's a really big restaurant there. That's awesome. amazing drinks, amazing food, family style. So
Okay.
I'll get you the name of the place because a friend of mine down there has a big potato and orange farm and ranch, and he always takes us there when we're visiting the thriving metropolis of
what makes
Bakersfield.
somebody decide they're going to grill potatoes and oranges?
Lots and lots of flat earth.
Flat Earth.
Yeah. there's-
Yeah.
And potatoes was
He
the
does
chosen.
the specialty potatoes, the little mini, ones
yeah.
that go into the little Jubilee red bags.
Oh, I thought
fancy
Yeah.
bags
I
of
thought that
potatoes.
was just they just fucking
Heirloom.
picked them early. They didn't let them grow.
No, yeah, he's got. Yeah,
It's like
they
they-
must do okay.
they're
They've got a
baddies.
plane and they've got a helicopter and they got tens of thousands of acres of
They're selling a lot of potatoes.
custom oranges. They
Lot
do
of
they do the
potatoes.
mini oranges. What are those called? The little
The
tiny
little
Oh, yeah,
cuties or whatever.
cuties.
cuties. They do the cuties. They do grapefruits. They have a humongous ranch.
How many immigrants they got working for them?
Tons. Yeah. But most of them, I would say, are actually work visa. He's been doing it for 100 years. So they
good for
come
him.
across and they hire and they
Hey,
go back.
I'm good with that.
I'm all good for
I'm-
legal immigration. All
Absolutely.
good. All day long.
Well, they
More
get
the merrier.
their work visas,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and, that, and that's
all day
great.
long.
kind of like your family had back in the day. 'Cause
Yes.
you guys were legal.
Speaking of assholes, they found that guy
Are
guilty.
you talking about my family?
No,
or-
no.
Sure.
Speaking of the Beck clan.
or me?
illegal fuckers that come across.
Yeah.
They just found
Oh,
that guy
yeah, I saw
guilty
that.
this
Pintown.
morning.
Ibarra?
It took him 15 minutes to say
Yeah.
He's guilty in all charges, life.
Yeah, they tried. He tried to pin it on somebody else.
Brother.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good family
Yeah.
trait there.
Well, his brother was cool. He's like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Well, the death penalty, he wouldn't have been paying enough. I like the fact because I believe in. I've heard the rumor, not I've been there before, but if you're a rapist and a murderer of women, you don't get the respect of the inmates.
Yeah,
that
I say
a
we kill 'em.
criminal does. Oh, they don't kill them.
They just fuck them up a lot.
They fuck them
Wow.
up and rape them and that kind of
They
stuff.
don't use the butter packs for lube like they do. Like
no.
they do in their friend,
And
the friendly ones.
I almost
Never
like
heard
that
of that,
better.
but
if
I,
No,
it,
yeah, the
it,
butter
ma-
packs,
it
butter
makes
packs.
sense.
Called pound sand.
yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Prison justice. I'm kind of a fan of prison justice.
Well,
so.
hopefully they put him somewhere really, really bad.
Yep. And the first thing they do is
Like-
check his papers, and as soon as they find out it's rape and killing of an innocent woman, he is
Yeah.
not
Oh, yeah.
considered a good person.
Yeah.
And the guards let them know as soon as people come in. They be like, yeah, this is one. This
Yeah.
is one.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
a guy.
He's
child
a fan.
molester,
And
whatever,
if
yeah.
he did anything to a kid, they're
Yeah.
gone.
Oh yeah. You're
Yeah.
fucking.
But what gets me is, in theory, and we know it's not in practice, but in theory, the criminal justice system is supposed to be a reform style of let's let them serve again, like in theory.
No,
in theory,
sorry about
not
that.
practice. See, that's when you participate, right there.
Yeah,
That was Roy,
you're-
by the way.
You're saying that fuck you, Roy.
Perfect.
But if that is actually the case, what is the point of a life sentence where nobody will ever get out again? Why
Yeah,
even
then-
waste time?
then
Because
fuck-
if
then
you're
they need to
supposed to,
die.
reform, say they've got their
There's no
fucking 10 years.
reformation going on
No,
there.
exactly. No, there's too much money involved.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is. There's like,
Yeah.
what does it cost to keep a guy in jail right
A
now?
lot.
A lot.
Like 120.
Well, there's a lot of privatized prison system.
I will
So.
look that up, Mr. Google.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I kind of get it in some ways. We try to think that two wrongs don't make a right,
What is it?
and even though that person murdered somebody,
Yeah.
we
I'm
don't.
all about the
we
eye
don't
for an
murder.
eye.
Again, I know.
I am
I'm
too.
torn both ways. I understand some thoughts is that we don't want to do a sin with another sin.
Well,
so
okay, let me throw it this way. What if someone murdered one of your family members?
again, I
would be-
understand.
The legal system wouldn't have a chance.
Yeah, I would like to think I'd get him before the legal system did, but I understand also the concept
Okay.
is that we're supposed to be better than the criminals.
And I
so
respect that for you. That's
we.
a lot of people would say, "No, fuck
don't-
that guy. He killed my family. He needs to die."
Well, yeah,
you're a little bit
like I
more
said-
understanding. I
Yeah.
appreciate
I look,
that about
I look
you.
at the fact that if you rape and behead a lady, then guess what?
You
It's
get
happening
raped.
in that order.
Yeah.
That's
Holy
your
fuck.
sentence. I mean, due process and all. I get that. Due
Yeah.
process.
It says generally between 23,000 and 307,000 per year per prisoner.
Wow,
Massachusetts spends over 300,000 per prisoner annually.
that must be a nice place.
Well, they got the full HBO package and shit like that. That's where it's coming
Yeah,
from.
I could fix it in a few months.
Yeah.
If you made prison absolutely suck, where they didn't have any rec time,
Ooh,
all they
yeah.
did time in the fucking hole. That's
No-
it.
no rectum?
and nothing. And then guess what? You'd hate it because they wouldn't be able to deal drugs out of there. There wouldn't be any inside stuff going on. There wouldn't be
Well, you look
power.
at when
And-
what's his name, Arpaio in Arizona when he did the tent
the-
cities
yeah.
in the pink jumpsuits and
Yeah.
fucking
Work
bread
camps,
and
yeah.
water. That's what you got.
Hard time.
I think
Hard time.
he upped them to bologna sandwiches because people complained. But
made little rocks out of big rocks
Yeah,
every
just-
day.
just
you didn't
clean
like
the
it.
highways,
Sit
That's
in
the
your home.
way.
yeah.
That's the way it used to be
Sucks to suck.
back in the the 20s and 30s. You went to You went to chain gangs. You went to.
Well, and you
went
got
to camp.
and
You
a
went
lot of
to,
times you
like-
got hung. And that's why.
Well, there's that.
I was listening to somebody talk about how
Like Arnold Palmer.
about how they're talking about the Second Amendment.
Arnold Palmer guy?
He was hung.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, different kind of hung.
he probably still is.
Could be. I
mean,
don't
he's
know.
still alive,
I
right?
don't know. That's what
And it's wintertime though.
Donnie was telling us.
So, anyways,
It's wintertime.
So as I was saying,
String attached.
there's been talk about how they're looking at the Second Amendment for felons. A felon, you commit a felony, you no longer have that right to own a weapon. And they're looking for non-violent criminals restoring that because somebody I remember it was probably somebody on Joe Rogan because that's what I listen to and get most of my news from. So. But it was to the effect that, back when the Second Amendment was written, if you were a felon, you were no longer alive. You were just killed and hung and whatever. It wasn't like they were going to send you to prison and then you were going to have a normal life when you were done. Yeah, you were taken out back and strung up the tree.
Well, you couldn't vote or own a gun.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think they're looking at changing that for non-violent.
Nonviolent.
I don't have a
felon.
problem
So
with
if
that.
you're-
If you
So
get convicted
tax
of
fraud.
like internet fraud and
Tax fraud.
yeah, okay, do you really not need a gun?
Well, yeah, and you look at somebody
Didn't have one to begin with.
If somebody's 18 years old and they do some stupid shit, go out one night and fucking steal a car, over $4,000 or whatever the dollar
Right.
limit is, then it's a felony. And
Right.
now the rest of your life he can't own a fucking weapon.
Yeah. Well, you didn't use a gun while you're doing it.
Well, I mean,
That's armed.
but then that's just
No, I
that's
am
a chicken shit
100%
way.
agreeing with you on
Yeah.
that one.
So, but yeah, that's just my thing of.
But I think if you kill somebody and there is definitely the smoking gun, I think you need to die.
oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
And maybe
It'd be cheaper.
It would be, well, and maybe
yeah,
people.
$300,000 a year cheaper
I mean,
apparently.
and maybe
Massachusetts,
people would
yeah.
stop doing that shit.
No.
Well,
they won't.
I know they
Well,
won't.
okay, so let me ask you this, Roy. I don't know what the stats of the number of people, but is that because that includes all the fixed indirect overhead costs, the
I'm sure
building.
it does.
So basically, if we actually incarcerate more people, the cost per person would drop.
That's
Oh,
what we
wow.
need. Yeah. Lock up fucking everybody.
I think we should.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we need a fucking purge.
Oh yeah. I think we
We can
need
start on J Street.
to. Yep.
I wonder how their fucking bomb hurricane thing's going to work out. for them.
they're floating away.
I'm sure.
Oh, we got-
I'm
so,
sure
I don't
there'll
know
be
if you-
some do-gooder on there complaining that
You know,
they don't
they
have
have-
a adequate.
Go buy them new pop tens.
New pop
Go buy 'em
tens, new-
Well,
yeah.
things.
get them a cot so they're up off the ground.
Absolutely.
the water's 3-4 feet deep down there.
These fuckers are so smart. I saw them drying laundry on the fence in the rain.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
Maybe
they're
they're
washing.
rinsing it. Maybe
They're
they're washing.
rinsing.
Yeah.
in my group ring right now, last night, I got a video of a guy who had full
Hey, it's
rain,
Paul.
Paul.
full rain gear on, rain jacket, rain backpack
Nice
cover,
slicker and everything.
Nice slicker, and he's walking door to door to door, just stealing stuff off the porches.
Oh.
But he had enough money to, have matching rain gear.
No,
rain
the
pants.
first house had that on the porch.
Yeah.
That was his first
His
stop.
backpack cover matched his jacket.
Oh.
It was just
So he just came from
shit.
REI.
Oh, just going around grabbing people's shit.
Yeah. Well, it's the season.
Well, when there's
Some
no incentive,
neighborhood?
yeah.
Where was he?
I think on A Street. About,
no shit.
Like a couple hundred yards from Beacon, it said like
Yeah.
a quarter mile or something like that. So my
Okay, so
little
that
ring
side,
system
yeah.
says, hey, there's somebody posted a jack wagon going from door to door, grabbing people's shit
pick-
off their
no
porches.
shit.
I'd pick a nicer neighborhood than A Street.
If you're going to do well, maybe that's close. Maybe he lives there and he's not smart enough. He lives right down there. His neighbor's going to be like, fucker, I saw you on my ring.
Saw you on my ring.
And somebody out in your neck of the woods was going from ranch to ranch stealing diesel out of tractors, and that's kind of a stupid thing to do because
great.
somebody like G-Money would probably just pop them in the ass because screw
Well,
take him to jail.
And they've got a lot of land that you could just disappear out there. They got bigger lots than you have on A
taking
Street.
diesel from a backhoe.
Well,
Yeah.
And backhoe's going
Exactly.
to dig your fucking grave.
People, backhoes. And, Yeah.
And yeah, backhoes and 20 acres
And a
is all you
dead
need.
dog on
If I was
top.
going to steal from somebody, I would not be going out to some ranch,
No.
siphoning their diesel out of their backhoe.
No,
That'd be
that
the
doesn't make any
last
fucking-
person I would steal from.
Yeah, because he's got something out there, a long rifle or
Probably more than one.
a short pistol, and he can walk up and pop him in a noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But you know what? The person doing it out is probably not the head of his class in high school.
Yeah, and he has no
Probably.
fear. He has no fear. Unfortunately, right
Well,
now.
there's no 'cause there's no
petty theft
consequences.
is basically told like, please don't do that every time. I get bummed just going into a market and seeing I know people are just grabbing shit and walking out the door, and I know the tellers know it too, but they've been told
They can't do shit.
Don't do shit. So guy goes and grabs a half rack of beer, a bag of chips, a couple candy bars, and he walks right out the door by me. And I watch the lady watch him, and I realize she's been told, don't even bother.
No,
I wanna go kick his ass.
They've got people that are full cart full of tools and shit from Home Depot and just walk out the door with it. And they call the police, give the license plate number. So be it.
Yeah.
And like thousands of dollars worth of fucking tools.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But yeah, when there's no
Build
consequences.
more jails.
Yeah, no, we empty out the ones.
Costs more, and then we can pay more money.
Well, again, I'd rather have my stuff not get stolen than I give my money for PAP jails if it's incarceration like you talked about that was accountable and actually
Serves a
educated
purpose.
and
Serves a
help
purpose.
people. Not a place where people run their criminal organizations out of, because that's what the big jails are. Basically,
Making more money
absolutely.
inside
the
that.
gang heads run the
and you've
gangs
got
inside.
Some of the guards bringing
Oh,
shit
yeah.
in phones and drugs and shit like that.
Make it worthwhile
How
to
the
be a
fuck
guard.
does that stuff get in there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you've got guards that what are they making 70, 80,000 maybe a year?
Probably making 100 and some.
That they're driving Ferraris because they're getting paid a little bit extra from
Or the
their butters money.
prisoners find out who their family is and just
Yeah.
told them, hey, by the way, if you don't bring that shit in,
Yeah.
you've got a little girl that's going to Hendrick High School, and you got a little girl that's going to this elementary school, and we know exactly where they go.
Yeah.
So either you bring this shit into us, or we'll take care of that for you. And
Yeah.
so I couldn't imagine working someplace like that, because the people that are inside there are so fucking evil. That new cartel, whatever, that's taken over the United States from Venezuela,
The
their thing is
MI8 or whatever it
cutting
is.
heads off and burying people alive and making their families watch to make sure that everybody gets the picture that they're in charge.
I just
See, now
saw
if our criminal system did that, then there may be some incentive to not do stupid shit.
Yeah. I just saw a thing the other night on, it's a short deal, on, I forget where it is, Honduras? Or someplace where they got the MS-13,
That's the one, yeah.
and it's a huge fucking jail, and these guys get half an hour a day to exercise. The other 23 and a half, they're in the cell. And they've got not flip-flops, but
Slippers.
slippers. And
They got
shorts.
They got Crocs.
yeah.
Yeah, and
right, I'm
they're
back.
just in there, and it's like, no, and these guys are fucking fully tatted. I mean, everywhere,
Every inch, yeah.
every inch.
Every inch?
Every inch.
Well,
Well, I'm not going to look, but
yeah, they didn't show their ding ding, but you know,
What about the dong dong?
I don't know about that either. Paul would know more about that. Most likely. He said,
Wow.
Welcome to.
welcome to Jamaica.
So G. So let's.
Yes, Michael.
So okay, I got a thing for you. It's kind of a question, kind of a joke. So there's four black roosters sitting on a fence.
Okay.
Okay, so between the four of them, how many beaks are there?
How many beaks?
Yeah.
4.
Okay. How many wings?
There would be 8. I mean, there's 4. There's 2 per, so 16.
I'll go with the 8.
Go with the 8.
We're gonna go
Anyways,
with the 8.
Okay, so how many feet?
It would be 8.
Okay, so let's
How
say
high's the fence? That'll tell you how many feet they are.
no. So then this white cat shows up, staring up at him, just looking at all 4 of those roosters.
Okay.
How many teeth has that cat got?
How many teeth?
Yeah.
All of them.
I have no idea.
So what you're telling me is you know more about black cock than you do white pussy? I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, you did.
No, I saw it on a YouTube thing, I think. There was some Asian guy in a bar was talking to another Asian guy in a bar, and he said it with the Chinese accent, and it was way funnier, but
Rice is rice. It
yeah,
could have been
rice
a
is rice.
Filipino.
It probably was Vietnamese, I don't know.
Thai.
Yeah.
No, definitely not Thai.
Not Thai?
Speaking of food, rice, your wife made rice for the families, but you made your first brisket ever, right?
How was that?
How'd that work out?
Oh, fuck, it was good.
He put some time into it. I mean, you started a day ahead of
Oh,
time.
fuck. I invested.
So did you dry rub it?
I did.
You
I know,
should-
Paul. Did you get some of that brisket, Paul? The brisket the other night? Okay, yeah. Matter of fact, I have some.
It was more like, it wasn't sliced, like sometimes when you go to a barbecue.
Oh, I sliced it.
I know you sliced it, but it looked more like pulled.
Pulled, like a pulled
But
pork,
even still,
Yeah, it
grab
fell
a-
apart when I was slicing it because, you know, obviously
Because
you
it
go.
was the
against
collagen is
grain.
broken down.
Oh, I
Yeah.
broke that shit down. I put it on like at 9:30, 10 o'clock
Friday morning.
Friday morning, and it cooked all day Friday till like 1, 2 o'clock Saturday morning.
You pulled it and just put it out in the oven.
No, I left it in the
in the smoker.
smoker.
Because you had it wrapped.
Yep, had it wrapped
Okay. And then you didn't serve it till almost noon the next day.
till
Yeah,
noon,
noon, 2
1
o'clock.
o'clock,
Oh, yeah.
2 o'clock.
Well, everything that rendered basically went
Oh,
back
yeah.
into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I freaking basted it, and then I took some my beef tallow and I injected beef tallow into it.
I like
Which I
your-
made the beef tallow.
Yeah, your sauces are badass. He was experimenting with a sweet
my-
sauce and kind of a barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
tangy.
mustard.
Yeah.
Mustard sauce.
It
Yeah.
was
Had a little bit
delish.
of each on the-
I was bummed I had to take off Friday night, go back to Kim and my daughter, and but you were going to do some chicken, I think, right, with those sauces and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
did chicken.
Yeah. Chef Boyardee over there,
I
fucking
was
nailing
working
it.
I cooked all day Friday and Saturday.
That's how you show love.
Is that my
Yeah,
my
that's your
love
love-
language?
your
that's
love language.
how you get to eat.
Love language. that and oral sex, I think, is what you
Receiving or giving?
Either way,
both.
Okay.
I think you're open.
I'm
Both.
hoping.
depends on the guy. I guess.
It depends on the guy.
Roy had to go there.
That was wide open.
That's an old Navy joke. You do it one time out to sea, you're labeled for
The
life.
next thing you know,
You suck one cock underway, and then all of a sudden you're gay.
You're a cocksucker.
yeah, forever.
But no,
Submarried,
it turned out fantastic. I want to do it again. I think I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. But
You got to work backwards from the time you want to serve it.
yeah, it worked out great because the way my smoker works, my pit boss, it's got a pellet. It's like a pellet stove, and the pellets ran out because when I went to bed, let's see, when was that? Friday night. Everybody was partying, kind of. Yeah, midnight, and I'm like checked it, and it was still like I was up to temp. I was good, so I dropped it down to 100 degrees, and just to keep it warm, and then the pellets run out, and then it just naturally shut itself off. And when I got up, of course, that was 5 o'clock that morning. Internal temperature on that meat was like 85 degrees.
Yeah.
So, and I just turned it on to 100 and let it go again. Brought it up to the 200, and it worked out good.
It's pretty hard to mess it up if you cook it low and slow. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the nice thing. You just don't overheat it, and you never did.
I did have a fire. I did catch
No
it
way.
on. I did catch it on fire. So
fat.
when the fat, yeah. So when I wrapped it, apparently I forgot what side I wrapped the fat on, and so I set it. I think I set it fat down, and that paper just soaked up the fat.
Oh yeah.
And I'm outside. I went out front. I'm like, I smell something burning. That doesn't smell like barbecue. It smells like burnt barbecue paper. I went over there and I opened it up and went, oh fuck. So I got to it pretty fast. So
Yeah.
it was just somewhat burning.
So it was
So it had a really rich charcoaly flavor on the outside.
Good bark on it,
A
huh?
deep
Yeah,
bark.
It had great
Good
bark
bark.
on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just about yay much of it. After that, I cut all the paper off it, put it back in my pan, covered it. No, I didn't cover it. Yeah, I did. I covered it.
Yeah.
It
And
probably
then
doesn't
just
matter.
let it go in the juices and marinate it and turn out soft again. And then I double wrapped it
Yeah.
and
Let it finish in that.
let it finish in that. So it worked out really good.
I did a baked potato last night. It's like the same thing.
Almost same.
In the air fryer,
25 hours.
in
Air fryer baked potato.
baked
Isn't that the
Good.
best?
Salt and pepper on the and olive oil on the outside.
You
Fucking-
got to get it right when they get done. If you let them sit for 5
Oh
minutes.
no, yeah, how it says.
Yeah,
I took it
turns
out and
too.
fucking
So
split it up.
do you put fork holes into it first?
I fork it first.
Okay.
Well, good for you.
And
Olive-
then-
olive oil,
then
salt and
olive
pepper.
oil, salt.
Now,
How long do you cook it for?
Like 20 minutes.
Oh, mine's 45-ish.
whoa, that's-
Yeah, in my kitchen Roomba, it's my Ninja. It's like 20.
Yeah, mine.
So does the skin come out leathery or?
Not right.
Super crispy.
Super crispy, but you got to eat it right away. If you like pull it, set them on a plate for like 5-10 minutes, you're gonna get
Yeah, so I
gonna
take it
get
off.
the rubber.
I took it off
'cause
right
they
away.
put it in tin foil and they put it in the oven and get a.
But then it
out
gets
of
moist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those. I
No.
like to have the leathery
Yeah,
crust.
it's crispy. It's very crispy.
Because I don't like the inside of the potato anyway. I just want the fucking outside.
Really?
Oh yeah, slather all that shit in there and pick it up like a taco. Oh.
Well, see, what I do is I split it open
Jesus.
and fucking load it with butter and salt and pepper, and then I took the leftover roast from the night before and fucking layered that inside of it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I
Almost
did
like
that.
a twice baked
Potato taco with beef.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I did that.
I'll put everything
with
in a
that,
fucking baked potato.
with that brisket. I did
Oh, that-
open faced. Took the artisan hamburger buns from Safeway because they're nice and soft.
Well, they're artisan.
They're artisan.
They had some fucking
Art.
gnomes and some shit
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
tree making them.
and then
artisanal.
put some mashed potatoes on that. Put the brisket on there, and then put gravy over the top of it. It was.
That's what I'm doing tonight. I've got short ribs on the smoker right now that I started this morning.
Have
and
you?
then I'm gonna put them into the Instapot today
Okay.
at about 4 o'clock and do an extra hour to make
Yep.
it soft.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna make pulled beef sandwiches tonight.
Have you tried any of that beef that we got?
I had hamburger the other night. It was great.
I had 2 roast, and then last night those were ribeyes.
They were. Okay.
Yeah, it just said rib steak,
Yeah.
and
Good.
yeah, it was good. I mean, the flavor of that meat is. It doesn't.
What a time you
I've
said
had-
that in your life.
Yeah, the flavor of his meat. So
you
I've
just said
had like
his, but-
farm raised beef, and it's
Yeah.
kind of got a gaminess to it. But whoever your buddy that raised that cow,
Yeah, Mitch Meunier. He lives right there on North Applegate Road.
Oh,
He's got
gosh.
5 acres and he has 2 cows every year.
those steaks had nice fat running through them, and definitely I'm in for next year again.
Awesome. Awesome.
I got to pay you for this one still, but
It's all good. The juice is running, so it's all
The
good.
juice is
You just let it run to the cruise, and we'll be good.
just come.
Just come over and hand me $7,000 or $8,000 chips, and we'll call it.
Oh,
call it even.
okay, okay.
I know it's how you roll, high roller.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
all good.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
sit there next to him in the casino on the ship. It's fun to watch. I'm doing my $5-10, and he's out there with. I'm not even going to tell you what.
I've been watching this one guy playing slots. It comes up on my Facebook.
Like at the Cortez and stuff.
No, different. I don't even know where this dude's gambling at. White dude, $250
A spin.
a spin, and I'm like going, that's fucking awesome, because when he gets in a bonus, it's like 30, 40, 50, $60,000. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands he does.
Yeah, that's the kicker.
To get there. Yeah, they don't tell you the losses, but you
No,
can see
nobody
his
ever
win.
tells you that. It's always I came out a winner. Well, how did you do that? Well, I'm walking home.
The most I've ever done on one spin was $750 on a buy. They got these machines where you can buy the bonus, and I did a $750 bonus.
How about
Did
Jimmy?
it pay you back?
I got about $3,000 out of it.
Yeah.
So that one worked out.
That did.
My brother,
Lighter.
my brother came out pretty good.
Lighter.
Oh, lighter. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's not rags.
Yeah. No, Jimmy was. He had what? I don't know, $20, $30 in the machine.
Something like that.
And he hit something, and he gets 1,100 or 1,200.
Yeah,
bucks.
you didn't even know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, I've never
I
done
should have said, don't worry about it, just walk away, it's over.
He's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
big.
sat there going click, click, click.
Yeah, you
click,
can
click,
end up
click, click.
casting that machine for like $1,300.
1,300. Yeah.
No 1099, so it was under the threshold of 1,200.
I've got a parent whose husband, all he does is gamble. He gambles poker and that kind of stuff. But his side hustle, he goes to 7 Feathers 3 or 4 days a week. He just walks around to the progressive ones that you like,
and watches them.
And some days he doesn't gamble at all.
Yeah.
But some days he finds a machine and he's
ready to
committed.
pop.
He's got $1,000 in his pocket.
Yep.
He's gonna sit that one, and he's I guess 2/3 of the times it works out.
Yeah.
That he'll put 1,000 in and he'll make 2,400.
Yep.
And once he hits it, he walks out. And that's all he does is
he
just
is a-
drives up there and vultures.
You can, and that's what I do when I walk in the casino. I look at all the progressives, see where they're at, and see how they go. But I've also hit those progressive machines where, they're supposed to pay out before 10,000. I've hit them like 9,200.
Oh yeah.
But then I've ran them all the way up where I've sat on a machine and committed to that machine and hit it at 9,998.
Yeah.
The next
They're making you work.
Oh yeah, they made me. I earned that. I was like, oh well, okay. I had 10 grand into it, and I got 10 out, so I just had 4 hours of entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised. His wife wasn't. Usually, wives say, "Yeah, my husband's a gambler and he's a fucking asshole." But she was like, "Nope, he's pretty marginal on his losses, and he wins more than he loses.
Yeah,
Which sounds crazy in gambling, but
Yeah, exactly.
If you can be that disciplined on playing the slots, you can do it.
yeah. Like I said,
Absolutely.
some days he drives up there and does not gamble because he doesn't see anything he likes, and he's like, nope, not
Yeah,
going to do it today.
that's good on him because I am not that guy. I'm gonna go. Oh no.
I'm up here anyways. I might as well throw a hundred.
Yeah, I
in
might
and
as
see
well
what
throw a
happens,
hundy in. But no, there's certain machines that I watch.
Garen's a fisherman. I watch him. He'll be in a machine for a while. He's not happy. He just scoots over one, throws a machine, scoots over one, and then all of a sudden, ding, 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 and he's like, just throwing your cast out, finding that machine.
Yeah.
Finding the hole.
Yep.
You gotta be willing to not spend the rent
Yep.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
and then pay the rent.
Yeah, leave your leave your
I
extra
don't-
cash in the car.
Don't worry, I
See,
paid rent down in Vegas this last time. So
Joey loves you.
too.
yeah, you paid rent also.
Yeah.
So you're saying those lights aren't on for free down there?
No, they're not on for free.
You guys get any Fremont time last time? Did you go do a little sightseeing and
Yeah,
do your morning
We
walks?
went down to the Cortez and put our.
$20.
We got screwed at that machine. Usually we come out, with something.
Yeah.
It spits out the slugs, the silver dollar size slugs, and then we just go down there for the fuck of it. We just throw $20 in there.
Yeah, we
whatever
can't stay in there for
happens.
very long because it's very aromatic
It
in there.
stinks in there.
Yeah.
I was being nice,
No,
but
no.
it smells like a.
It smells like they're kind of cover up dead bodies.
Brought to you by the
Like-
Cortez Hotel.
like a Turkish marketplace.
Well,
very
you're gonna
lots
get
of perfume
spices.
in there. Lots of perfume in there, and it's kind of
You walk in there and you go,
yeah.
and then you get used to it, and you walk out.
And then you walk out, and everybody else is like, "That fucker stinks."
Yeah.
The rest of their day.
Well, one thing that I
It's a
like
cool
about
place.
that place is you can walk in that door and you can walk all around the goddamn place and come out the same door and know where you were. It's some of these
Oh.
casinos you go into,
you get fucking lost.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
got
that on purpose.
it's got doors all over the place.
I got no fucking idea where I am.
Do you think they planned that a little bit? They
Just
get
a little,
lost in there?
just a little. Yeah.
That's almost like
Well,
IKEA.
You go to the Nugget. There's there's 4 ways to get in,
Yeah.
and they're
One,
all very, very far away from each other.
two, three.
The ones out on Fremont,
Three on Fremont.
There's
Two.
six ways of getting into the.
2 on Fremont.
I thought there's one in the middle too, isn't there? By
Oh
the-
yeah.
by
It's the bar.
by
Yeah, there's the bar one.
bar
but,
one. Yeah.
Three
but
on
not a lot of
Fremont.
people know that one.
Yeah.
One at the Rush, one at the main one,
Yeah.
and then there's one over by
Way over
Claim-
by Chick-fil-A.
Claim Jumper, and another one. Yeah. Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.
7.
But you got to. I mean, you got to make an effort, and they don't have a lot of bathrooms in casinos.
No.
You got to.
Gotta work a little bit.
You got to hike to it.
Got to know where they are.
Yeah, there's only one on the whole floor, down unless you go all the way down by Claim Jumper.
And they only have one window, right? One pay window with the ladies.
Yep.
There's only one.
That's it.
Yeah.
Always a line there.
Always a line.
I wait till there isn't one, and then I go, "Brrr," and then.
How was your guys' meal at your fun restaurant?
Oh,
Let's
it's
go to?
Oh, it was
Fantastic.
They
excellent.
took care of you.
Excellent.
Luciano took care of us.
Yep, Luciano, he's a good guy.
Oysters on the half shell.
Yep.
Porterhouse steak, all the good stuff.
All the stuff.
Love it.
I got a steak one. Oh, I got the filet one night,
Yeah, I don't even mess around with that. I go for it straight for the
the ribeye.
the Vic and Anthony ribeye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's only like
Pretty good.
18.
Well, since you
ounces.
paid the rent, I think you deserve to get the best.
Oh yeah. No.
And I got chicken the second night I was there.
Yeah, no, don't go to a
Because I didn't
steakhouse
Never
and
get
get chicken.
when you're getting free shit.
Oh, yeah, but I would already had the steak. So the
Yeah,
night
I
before.
Get the lobster tail. Michael, you okay?
Doing good.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about ribeyes. I'm like, I gotta go to Vegas now.
Here, you got a little something right there.
Yeah.
you are going to Vegas here pretty soon,
Well,
so
I don't
now
know.
you know.
I'm not- yeah, I think I might have
Call
to.
Joey. Tell him you know G Money and Roy. He'll take care of you.
I've already
Yeah, he
told him that he's
already
coming.
greased the wheels. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Presidential suite. You can
I don't
stay
think
and
that. I don't think
get
those
the hot
wheels
tub
were
and
greased.
yeah.
watch the EDM concerts from the hot tub and smoke cigars. That's the best room there, just for that experience right
when,
there.
When they're doing a concert down below.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
It's cool from 9 to midnight. Not so cool at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, 2 in the morning.
When the walls doom,
doom, doom, doom,
Yeah,
doom.
yeah, it's
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Fremont
that's-
Street's a great
that's-
place.
Yeah.
I love the morning
Joey
walks.
told me they're getting ready to remodel that whole 18th floor. All the suites. Well, they're not suites. They're actually townhouse.
apartments.
They're
Yeah.
apartments.
Yeah.
So all of them are apartment size. But they're getting ready to do big remodel.
Well, after Kim ruined the floor in one of those rooms, it's probably true. Yeah. And she's probably going to still sue for liability because that wood on the bed and the nightstand was way too hard for somebody who's drunk. So I'm waiting for my checks from the Nuggets.
Yeah.
How dare them have real wood beds?
Yeah. How dare them have her drink like 14 freaking whatever the hell they were drinking.
Oh, and then go back down to Fremont Street and find their men and do their pictures and all that good stuff.
Do more.
And free bottles of vodka. Yeah, that was a good time. They had fun.
Yeah, that was a good time.
She didn't, but we had a good time.
Oh, we had a great time.
Yeah.
That's right, because after the dinner,
She was
then we
gone
went
for
up
dinner
to
too, wasn't she?
then we went up to Troy.
She was drunk before dinner.
Oh, she was fucking
wasn't going to make
She was
it.
drunk at the pool.
Yeah, wasn't going to make it. Then she rallied.
You rallied, yeah.
Went to dinner, drank. Then
Yep.
they rallied again. Said, "Let's go to the bar." We got table service, and then they were drinking straight vodka with a little bit of orange juice. And then they went downstairs, did the photos with the naked 20-year-olds.
Right.
And then they
Came back and
up,
drank more vodka.
And then they wanted to bring the vodka back to the room, and we said no.
Champagne.
Champagne and vodka.
bottles.
Oh, shit.
They're mixing champagne and vodka.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I don't know how Kim's head and arm got bruised up like that, but I did tell her once, and that's the rule. So
Well, she wasn't paying attention.
yeah, I get a text while Garen and I are playing cards, and it says hip.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, Garen's like, what's up? I'm not sure. And then she finally wrote, help. I was like, I guess I'm done.
Yeah.
And we were getting ready to go on a heater on a blackjack table.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
I might be back.
I wasn't back. I had to.
You know, he had to go take
had to
care
She
of it.
was in a
Babysit.
very bad space.
See?
And the next
that's that
day-
whole thing. Some people just can't handle Vegas.
Yep. She doesn't
I'm
get
telling
very
you.
wild when she's local, but when she gets out of town, she,
It's a fucking marathon. If these women would just realize it's a marathon. Don't try to go.
No
Don't do it
sprinting.
all
Don't go 30 miles in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta.
No sprinting.
You just gotta drink. Take a break. Drink. Take a break. Drink. You
Take
can
a
drink-
nap.
You can take a nap. You can drink all day, but you just gotta pace yourself. You don't try to drink all of it within an hour.
yeah. Well, I was with you that time. We had the heater at the Pie Gal. Not Pie Gal. We were playing.
We were playing
Pie Gal.
Yeah, Pie
We must
Gal.
have done 7 hours, and I had 15 bourbons.
Oh yeah.
But I'm having a little bit of water. I'm sipping on bourbons, and I
Right.
felt the same the whole time.
Right, and it's attitude, and you're not going, let's go, we're going to go dancing, and carrying on. You're
elevate
just,
your
you're
body.
mellowed, you're drinking bourbon.
And you're
playing
kicking the
cards.
shit out of the casino.
Right.
Where you have
You're-
multiple pit bosses come over, changing out chips, changing out cards,
Yeah.
changing out dealers, and we're still fucking them in the ass. That is awesome.
Straight up the ass.
Yeah.
Straight,
That was-
not to the side.
That was a good night right there.
It's pretty cool.
Don't happen very often, but by God, when it does.
That rain's coming down pretty good right now.
Yeah, it
I
is.
hear it pretty good. Poor Eric's gotten 24 inches of snow, and it's
Oh, I
got another
bet.
24 inches of snow probably in the next 10 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Been
going to keep
shoveling.
on going down.
And it's wet snow. He says he's been shoveling this morning, and his back is like, this isn't the fucking light shit that we like.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
heavy,
No, it's
heavy.
just-
You know,
It's
if
the
he's
front
going
of
to
the
continue to
swan.
live there, he probably should invest in like in a snowblower.
You should call him. He's home. You get an update on the cyclone bomb and put him on the
Put him on the radio.
Put him on
And,
the blast.
He bought a snowblower 2 years ago, and then they didn't get any snow last year except for like
So he
3
sold
days.
it?
No, he still has it. But literally 2 years ago, he had snow from November till March, and last year he had 3 days of snow, and now he's got 2 feet of snow.
Are you hooked up to the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi?
And,
To the
I'm going
Bluetooth?
He's I call him at 4:15 because power went out down there, and then he got up in the morning, tried to get his wife to work. She drove to work but couldn't get through the berms from the snow plows.
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah.
Mount
Yeah.
Shasta City, and it was just coming down like crazy. So he had a full day ahead of him.
PTA 2.
A whole day of him just shoveling snow and trying to keep his cars from
Let me
getting
make sure I'm not connected.
plowed in by the
Yeah, you
snow
might
plows.
be connected because I'm doing the wheel of death on mine.
Wheel of death.
Oh,
Yeah, when it says I'm not in range and I'm sitting right next to it, someone's connected.
Yeah. Okay. Now you should be good.
Okay.
I think it's fun for like 2 or 3 days to be in the
Connected.
snow like that, but I couldn't live like that for
No
3
way.
months a year, where every day you're
No,
out there.
snow's fun to go see and go play in, and then come home and stay out of it.
Well, the
All right.
blowing snow is the worst because you shovel
All
it,
right.
no snow falls.
Fuck it, yeah.
Next day it's there again.
You've reached airship service.
Don't ever. No.
No,
Oh.
he's probably working.
Hey.
hey.
Put the shovel down.
Put the shovel down.
He's probably working actually.
He's probably working on Amy. This is bullshit.
He might be.
Well,
He's-
Eric,
he's
you know,
home.
you left your voicemail to us, so it went in there pretty quick. So that means that. Oh shit! Now we all. I guess we're gonna listen to the intro again.
Hit the wrong one.
Oh no, no bam.
No bam.
No
Okay.
bam.
Hey, Eric.
Welcome.
We're doing our podcast right now, Three Guys and Sometimes Bob. You should probably call us back when you're not working over Amy. So we'll talk to you soon. Love you, brother.
Good, love you, man. So yeah, it's a rough day. You get to hang out with his wife, who couldn't make it to work, and they got the fire roaring, and the new puppy, the little blue-nosed pit.
The funny thing about it, Amy attempted to go to work with 2 feet of snow.
She was told to. She told if the roads are clear, which they were, they're plowed, and down there, it's not like here. We get 2 inches, and we like
freak.
Close all stores, close all schools.
Yeah.
We shut down the school one time when snow was falling. It wasn't even sticking because the potential of maybe having to drive our buses that have fully snow system buses.
Right.
But they like, fuck that. We're sending the kids home. And guess what? We don't complain too hard as teachers. We want to be there. We love kids.
They're built. A couple of those days are built in.
We have 3 snow days built in and still get our seat days in. So, yeah. But those are always fun days when the snow falls.
But I remember back in the 80s when the bus would be sliding down the hills.
Yeah.
And we were like,
coming in hot.
Bus driver's got a cigarette in his mouth. Like, and just going with it.
Yeah, his bourbon in his coffee.
Well, the last one we had, remember about 7-8 years ago, we had that big snowstorm right after Christmas, after New Year's, like January.
Longer than that ago.
Probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like fell on the 3rd. We got like 8 inches of snow.
Yep.
And then it got super cold, and so it kind of packed in, and so they canceled the first day. And
It was like a week, I think,
it was a Monday.
yeah.
And then the Tuesday, well, obviously it's still packed in.
Yeah,
Then
you had
Wednesday,
a great holiday.
Then Wednesday, they said, well, should we? Well, there's still some snow up on Starlight and some up on top of Beacon, so they canceled Thursday. Well, by Friday, there was no snow on the roads.
It was Christmas vacation.
It was basically all the teachers and parents said, if you open up school for just Friday after giving them 4 days off,
I'm gonna kill you.
2/3 of the kids aren't going to go to school anyways.
Yeah.
So it was the best. We're sitting there at home. All the teachers were all texting each other at like 6 o'clock. Come on, Kirk. Come on, Kirk. And all of a sudden it went out. There's a rumor because he's friends with a bunch of us and he told us first. And so we started blowing up all their teachers' phones. Bring out the bottles. We started sending pictures of the bourbons and the cigars and extra week of Christmas.
Perfect.
It was hilarious until June 12th when they told us that we're not getting off on June 12th. We're going to be working until June 15th.
Right.
And then it wasn't so cool.
It was not cool then.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah, you got to grab it when you can, though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you guys took advantage of like a 3-week holiday.
Yeah, we got 3 weeks because of the snow.
That worked out great.
We just sat around the house but it was weird because you couldn't go anywhere because you thought the next day you'd be going back to work. But again, it was a nice way to get de-Christmased, get all your shit put away and hang out.
I am praying that we don't get that this year.
Yeah, I don't want to get snowed in going to Mexico. No.
I mean, well, now
I got to drive up tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Friday.
If worst case scenario, we can take the coastal route to how far to get past the mountain? Can we end up in Shasta City?
Oh,
Or
No, because you're still on the mountain.
they said that happened. They drive down and meet us someplace.
Yeah.
And then put their rig at some hotel or something like that. And
okay.
Park it for the week.
I mean, like Reading or something. I mean, how
Yeah.
far
Well,
could we go? Before?
That's Eureka, and then you got to go up and over the hill to Whiskey.
But is it a bad
Whiskey
road?
Town.
Like
It's a
That-
wiggly motherfucker.
yeah, you don't want to go that. You want to go all the way down
I-5
and over.
would be better. you
Yeah,
got
5
to
would
go
be
down.
better down damn near to the Bay Area.
Down to Fort Bragg area, right? Isn't that-
Well, that's what Eric said. If we turned out that the weather's gonna be bad on the 27th, then we should go down a day early.
Yes.
And get
Yeah,
over the pass.
I am prepared to leave on the 26th if we
Exactly.
need to.
So are we.
So am I.
Yeah.
And that way, if there's a storm coming, we beat the storm.
Right.
And we can even hang out at Mount Shasta City for a day. Because once you're over that, I mean, you're pretty good.
Yeah,
All
don't-
you guys, Dunsmuir and
Dunsmuir
Reading.
can be a fuck up.
Yeah,
though.
but I mean, the big problem is going to be obviously going south on the Siskiyou Summit. That's always
Yeah.
fuck nuts. So.
Yeah.
And if we get down there, I mean,
I've seen snow all the way down to Red Bluff.
For sure.
Ultimately, it'd be nice to leave here at Friday morning.
Yep.
Take the 2 hours to go get Eric and Amy.
Amy's working a half day that day. Pick her up at noon.
Right. And then we leave noon, 1 o'clock. Eric's a good husband. He'll have all the shit ready to go.
It'll be great. Yep.
And then throw it all in there, and then it's 12 hours.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
And that puts us there at midnight.
We just crash.
And then crash.
I'm a great big spoon. You guys just get on both sides of me, and
Yeah, well.
I only move around a little bit front and back. But
Front and back, little
you won't
wiggle.
even know I'm there.
Okay,
It'll
good.
feel like a dick, but smaller. It's all good.
Well, we'd have to ask Tiffany or whatever. Stephanie.
Stephanie, yeah.
Yeah, her and
Did
her
you
micro
get
penis.
you get the text or email or whatever the fuck it was about leaving at 4 instead of 4:30.
I don't know if I got one or not.
Yeah, they Carnival changed their thing starting on the 28th.
Oh, bullshit. If we're in the parking lot and they start...
If they start blowing horns.
They start going, okay, boarding's open at 10, guess where we're going to be?
Yeah.
Going to the boat.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, actually, we're going to be right there at the parking lot where the
Where they stock
Queen
all-
Mary is, and that's pretty cool. Queen Mary.
I
that
didn't
whole
like, I didn't
waterfront
like
area is pretty
going
cool.
on early and having to sit out and wait for your rooms. That kind of sucks a little bit because it was
Yeah,
fun
because
for
you
a
can't
while.
smoke.
Yeah, you can't smoke.
Yeah.
And
You
you're
can
just sitting
drink.
there. You pay for your drinks.
Yeah, I got to pay for the drinks.
It was cool running. The fact that we ran into a Grants Pass site on the cruise last time, and Andy just ran.
Oh, that was the
and
cruise
soda.
before last.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That last cruise.
Oh, no, was it? Yeah.
last year.
It was last
That's
January.
Christmas, yeah.
when I broke my fucking leg.
Yep.
Yep. Almost died.
When I almost died.
Almost died.
Shark attack, yeah.
That is all gone now. It went from I'm going to live with this thing for the rest of my life
To you still are.
went and got a brand new knee brace from the VA, and automatically, I wore it one day.
And
And
So it was a magic knee brace.
No, because it was a piece of shit.
No.
It didn't
Now
work.
your other knee's giving you shit, right?
Yeah,
That's just being old.
being an athlete and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Finally, my
physical
neck.
specimen.
Good God, my neck's been screwed up since Vegas, and 2 days ago. Well, I turned Haley loose on it
Wang.
on Monday.
I know.
Wang!
I texted her yesterday, just trying to get in last minute if there's an opening this afternoon, but she didn't respond, and I know why because she's booked. I mean, she's popular.
Yeah,
So I knew. I said.
Oh yeah, I got
Well,
shifted
because
from.
we've talked about her on this show.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yes.
I got shifted from my normal day is
I
today.
did tell her
Okay.
the new show was
And I had
coming
it
on.
mine
I
at
sent
3
her
o'clock yesterday.
I sent it to her, and she goes, "I'm
Felt
afraid to
lovely.
listen to it." I go,
Yeah.
you should."
Yeah. So I know she's
Yeah.
booked all the time.
Who else needs coffee besides Roy?
Everybody,
Me. Pick me.
Might as well bring the
just
pot
bring the
out.
whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, instead of cups. Thank you.
Yeah, and
He's a good
she
guy.
is not going to be here Monday, so I'm.
You get skipped.
I'm not going to be here Monday either.
Me either.
I'll be here, but I will.
I'll be here. Not here. I'll be at my love.
Monday
my
I'll be in
JOB.
I'll be in New Orleans on Monday. I'll be there actually.
Awesome.
Saturday
The one in
night.
You and the-
Louisiana,
you
or
and
is
the
there one
brother,
local
or-
here?
I don't know of another one. That's
Who's
the only one.
going?
If I can convince
Who's
you,
going?
My brother and his wife are taking off from the city, and they're flying there, and I'm going to.
that
go
would be
up.
San Francisco.
Yeah, you said the city. I was like, oh, I only know a few cities.
There is only one city.
San Francisco.
Well, to us people that live in Oregon, the city could be
Medford,
Portland.
Portland, Eugene.
Ashland. Rogue
So
River.
I'm driving up to Mount Angel, picking up Debbie, and the next
Yes,
day
sir.
we're going up to
He should fly his-
Portland and flying all the way to Seattle.
He should
Yeah.
fly his plane out
and
there.
then yeah, right. That would be fun. And then flying from Seattle to New Orleans,
Cool.
and a week later we fly back.
You been there before?
I have not.
Like, it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good time.
I was talking with Joe, G's brother-in-law. And he goes, "There's this wonderful, I can't remember, it's Acme or something. It's an oyster place." He goes, "If it's packed, you go across the street. You're just as good."
Probably the
They
same
get up
oysters.
They come up the same truck.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
they
they
do.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah, box here, box there, box here, box
Yeah.
there.
yeah, yeah.
Go down the waterfront and get the
We're-
beignet and the coffee and the.
I don't give a
dessert.
fuck about the cafe
let me
du
ask you
monde,
this,
chicory,
JJ.
Yep.
but we're going to go to the War Museum, and there's a haunted mansion
Oh yeah.
thingy and
Yeah.
some other
do,
crap.
Do
we're
the
gonna do.
horse cart ride where they drive you around and show you all the old houses.
Probably
and
that
stuff.
kind of thing. Yeah, we're
fun.
going to go to
Good times.
one
Get
restaurant.
some beads and
Broussard.
maybe you'll get lucky.
Who?
Some beads, toss some beads around.
Oh, it's a show us your tits.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
We're going to go to Broussard's for some meal, and I looked at their menu and it's like, looks good.
And lots
and
of
then
piano bars.
Anton's.
Yeah, piano bars at night, there's music and jazz.
Yeah.
It's
All
great.
the jazz
Yeah.
stuff is just.
never been.
Yeah,
I was back in 1989. It was the only time I've been there.
yeah,
It
was
does
a week-
stink at night though. I mean, I don't care.
Well, it smells like piss and
It smells
beer.
like piss and beer. Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds like
Well,
my kind.
it sounds like
smells like every port that I've ever been
Yeah.
We
to.
were told to stay like 3 blocks off the main strip just because Bourbon Strip has that kind of odor.
Yeah.
And so we stay like 3 blocks off and it was great. And then
No
walk in
odor,
and
huh?
enjoy it.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
so 2 things for you, Jay.
All right. Yes.
Next, so there is rumor that there's going to be a trip in June of 2025
Okay.
to Vietnam and to
Yeah.
Bali.
In June, like this coming June.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If you give me the details, I'd love to go there. I've always wanted to go to Bali. So
yeah,
me
that-
too. I was
yeah.
supposed to go to Bali on my.
is this the with Joe and Sue and the
Yeah.
crew?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole Vietnam trip is very, very. I mean, you're not a tourist. You're like
Your family there. You go.
you're living. I mean, you're doing touristy things because you're staying in the nice hotel and but once you get there, it's cheap. It's the airfare that's stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what,
I mean,
yeah.
and that's what miles are good for. But
Yeah, let me know the dates because I work until the 8th. I was supposed to go to Mexico possibly with Carson's, but that hasn't been confirmed. But you know what? I am a teacher, so I could do both. I mean,
Yeah, you
it's
could.
not like I have to come back and go back to work. So.
if I had to pick between Mexico and going to Vietnam
I would go to
and
Vietnam.
Bali,
I go to Bali.
because Vietnam is amazing.
Be it fucking Nam.
Be it fucking Nam. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Nam.
Nam?
We're gonna go to Nam again.
So probably doing 2 weeks.
It could be up to 3.
Oh, don't scare me with a good time.
I know.
Yeah, no
I know.
shit.
Especially if
Because
it's
once
gotta-
you're there, you can live like a king for.
Well,
Well, I saw your,
I mean,
your pictures
you know?
of your family trip last time where you guys
Yeah,
were going
and
to
they'll do the
little
same
restaurants
thing.
and they know everybody and you're trying
And
all the food.
I might have spoke up about a year or two ago that I will throw a party for the village, and it might cost me like $1,000 to do the party, but it is a fucking
That's a half an
party.
hour at a table. And
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
that's- there's no casinos over there. There is. There's one in Ho Chi Minh City.
There's probably
it's a
some
Hilton.
cockfights and all that kind of shit
Oh,
too. Right?
well, no, they kill chickens and shit. I mean, you can go out in the backyard and kill a chicken. They'll cook it,
Oh, okay.
and then they take the little kids take the cock head, and they
Say that again.
the cock head,
The
and they
tip.
put a stick up its throat, and they run around and they freaking play with the chicken head.
Well, it's toys.
Why not?
It's really weird.
It's instead of one of those things with the ball and the paddle.
Yeah, you know, it's a chicken head,
Yeah.
but it's a trip, man.
Butter chicken head was a slang term for a fallacious woman.
That's a cob gobbler.
Or that.
Okay, and then number 2, I need to know how much money you need to make a year so you don't have to do what you're doing now.
well, to live the lifestyle,
To be comfortable.
to live the lifestyle I live.
$250,000.
Six figures a year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
six
yeah.
figures. Yeah.
Okay.
But I would get by on 75 all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 would be better.
Why do you need an employee to sell
I'm
cigars?
thinking about starting something.
All right.
Yeah. And I need Michael. I need Michael's help with it too.
Yeah,
because
'cause
I'm gonna
I only have to do
I'm gonna
one
take
more
down
year.
some fucking businesses in town.
I have to do one more year really to be like vested to retire with something. You
Okay.
Know? Let's get a little.
Well, let's
bit
get
of
you
pay.
vested. Let's get you going, and then
I'll be 54 and have 15 years in next year.
Okay.
And that legally I can apply for retirement. I won't get a full retirement.
Right.
But I get something
you get
every month. I get like $18
age
a
and
month.
time.
You know?
yeah. You
And
get enough for a
firm
6-pack.
And a handshake
Is
saying
that before taxes though?
that's after tax.
After tax, okay.
So,
Okay, so at least they
feels-
got that going
It
for
feels
them.
fair. Yeah.
No, once again, we'll talk offline, but
Yeah. No, you know,
I got an idea for.
So
for
should I
another
put all my
business.
black clothes on? We're going out at night or what?
No, no.
We're
you
burning
might have-
some shit?
Yeah, you might have to put on a polo shirt or something.
Oh.
Hey, you know, flights from Medford to Hanoi right now
Yeah.
on June 12th per person is $1,400.
That's not bad at all.
That's
Round
coach.
trip.
Is that coach?
Oh,
That's like coach leaving
yeah, I'll do-
Thursday, June 12th.
Plug in the first class one.
Yeah, that's
Because-
I've never flown first class.
Dude, that's the way to go. That's the
worth
way
it.
to go.
If you can swing, that's when you want to fly first class. When you're stuck in the airplane for 18 hours, and all
You
of a
want
sudden,
room.
and your
Well, in
seat
the
is
international
go-
ones, most of them are you get the whole cocoon thing.
and they
Yeah.
the seat goes back, and they bring you a nice little pillow, and they got a blanket, and the hot towel, and
food.
bring me the head of a pig.
Or a chicken. Or a chicken
Or
on a
chicken
stick.
on a stick.
Chicken on a stick.
Chicken
I've
on a
had
stick.
chicken on a stick, but it doesn't never had a beak on it
Or feathers.
or feathers.
Yeah.
14,000 round trip each way. 14
worth
per
it.
person.
Fuck that. I'm riding cargo.
Yeah, I'll ride with my bag.
Yeah,
no, but just you can make that up in just bourbon.
The economy's, $1,490. Leaving from Medford, Seattle.
On what
into
airline?
Ho Chi. It's
gotta
on
be-
Korean Air.
Korean Air. Yeah, we'll have to.
Do they give you free kimchi on the flight?
You could probably get free kimchi. Yeah, actually, we flew China Air on the way over, and it was a beautiful plane. It was first class was amazing.
That's all you can eat rice?
Yeah, it was all you could eat rice. But then we had to fly Filipino Air
Oh, you had
on the way
chicken, you had
back.
the chickens with you?
Yeah,
chickens and the goats.
And couldn't even get any good lumpia or adobo. It was pretty. I mean, it was still first class, and it was
Well, but-
it was way better than coach.
I won't fly from here to Seattle without first class. I've gotten fucking spoiled.
Yeah, the
If I use
spoiler.
miles, I do first class, but it's not that much difference on an Alaska flight. I mean, the seat's a little wider, a little more comfy, but
Yeah.
not a big deal.
I just like to be able to board first and have my cocktail in my hand and watch the peasants walk by. That's what I do.
Assets. Yeah. So when I get more details, I'll let you know.
I mean, I tried this once before. Retired early from teaching, to go make the money, and then all of a sudden, if it sounds too good to be true, but who I was dealing with, and I'm not going to use his name.
Right.
We all know.
Yeah.
We all know.
But
We all know.
it was sounded really great, and then the expectations changed.
Yeah,
and I get it because business models change, that kind of
Right,
stuff. But
right.
again, I don't want to work too hard when I retire. I don't mind what you're
This
doing
is-
now, which is supporting a business, and you have great employees. Wang is one of our best people in our lives, and I know he's here to support him. And that's one of the reasons we do this. You do it is because you have a business that takes care of your people at work and stuff,
Yeah.
and you enjoy it. And you and Roy are good to your employees, and why not have fun and run a business? So
Yeah, that's what this kind of business would be, but making
having
money
fun.
out
Yeah,
of it.
again, and I don't have to be rich.
Doing
And,
what?
and Michael knows what I'm talking
I
about.
don't have to be
Doing
rich.
what?
I can.
Making money?
No, we don't make no money.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't think so.
We still got zeros in
I'd
our
probably
paycheck.
get like $2,000 a month if I retired early from what I'm doing now.
Fuck, that's
live,
easy.
You
Well,
could
then-
live in Belize.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
you gotta get your VA disability too.
Well, I get a little bit, but I'm only rated at 50%.
Yeah, we
so
got to get you up on
We gotta
that.
get you up on that.
I
He's your guy.
all right. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm
How
still
come-
only at 60. I gotta get my.
How
You
could
got to
I
get up to
Well, if you're
80.
at 60, you can be reevaluated to 100%.
Oh yeah, that's my. I just got to do it. I just got to go put in there and say.
Who's your
hey.
lady? Do you use the same lady that G uses?
I've just been doing. I did for initial. No, one of the guys in the same office, but no, I just go online and do it myself now.
Yeah, my phone's blowing up with these companies that you basically
Yeah.
pay, and they will get your rating for
But they
it.
can do it. You can do it yourself just as easy.
Yeah, or through the VA office.
Through the VA office, if it's still funded.
if Lisa is still there, she knows it's the terminology and the typing of the words
Yeah.
that get you to where you need to go.
You gotta ask the right questions, like going to school.
Yeah, yeah.
You just if you don't.
Well, and
have
it's,
I mean-
and it's the sort of the interview after everything's
Right,
filed, and
right,
then
right.
how you do the interview, and that's
That helps. That helps.
because that's what determines your level.
Right.
well, it's
But-
like going to.
No, this is something totally different
Right
that you wouldn't even
counselor.
think about, Jay. But I'll clue you in on it
I look forward to it.
because
I mean, I love kids and everything, but
yeah.
You can't say
The
that
nice
out loud these days.
the nice part is I do know I'll have to sub someday, and subbing
Yeah.
is not a bad gig.
No, subbing's not a bad gig.
$250 a day, and if you have good teachers that have prepped well and they have good classroom management,
Yeah.
I love it. I get to teach math or history or science.
Right.
And if you have a teacher that isn't prepped and has their shit together, you just don't take a job from her
Yeah,
again
yeah.
or him again. And so I told Kim I plan on subbing because if Kim and I want to go on a cruise and we're on a fixed retirement income, I just tell her, you're going to work 5 days and I'll work 5 days.
Yeah.
And then we'll go on a cruise. And she's like, I'll never sub for somebody. I go, honey, you're
Why
a
wouldn't you?
certified teacher and you can make $250 a day, and you doing what you know how to do
With
for
your
only good
retirement.
with your retirement, and just get some petty cash, and then you work for 2 weeks and you go on a 3-week cruise to
Yeah.
Mexico or to Alaska
right.
or whatever
Right.
you do. And the nice part being retired, we can go cruising in February,
Right.
instead of where we always go, which is Christmas break, spring break,
Yeah, exactly.
summer, where
When
it seems like these
everybody else
businesses
goes.
know that everybody else is going that time, and the
Yeah.
prices are absolutely fucking jacked.
Yep. Yeah, some of the best cruises we ever were on, like in April,
Yeah.
right after spring break. You got to
Well-
you got to catch them. You got to catch them just right.
Well, then we got that one in March, April.
Yeah, we got March, April this year.
So that's going to be a kick in the butt.
Yeah. And I just, by getting those pallets that I committed to today, that's just going to grease the skids a little bit more for us.
I bet. Yeah.
So I'm going to utilize this company that we bought these pallets from because they're in Miami, and it just happens to be that's where their headquarters are in Miami, and they offer tours and taking care of their clients.
Oh, nice.
Kind of like old school
Yeah.
situation. Like, hey, yeah, we want you to come in and take a look at us because we want you to buy. And I'm
Yep.
like, I love that old school shit. Nowadays, like, oh, you can buy from anybody, and we don't give a shit about you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not this company. They want us to buy from them because there's a choice.
Yeah.
Oh,
You've got
absolutely.
options.
Yeah. There's a guy over here.
Because they're bringing the same shit and everybody else is bringing in, right?
Exactly. From that company.
From that company, yeah. So,
I gotta go talk to a man about a horse
Okay.
Okay.
You be
or a
careful.
small pony.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Something.
Ugh.
Well, I found cheaper flights to go to Hanoi out of Medford, round trip for only $900. Not too bad.
Have you done the what the hell's it called? The USA. It's a veterans. You gotta register as with your veteran status to be able to use it, but it's pretty good discounted travel stuff.
I have not taken advantage of that. So
It's,
yeah,
let me
it
find the
basically
website.
is an app that you help.
No,
use
no,
to-
it's a website, but you got to go and you log in with your credentials. Every time you log in, you got to put your date of birth, name, and last four of your social, and
yeah,
it verifies
you're a
are.
vet,
Yeah,
and they give you discounted rates.
yeah. Armed Forces Travel, I think it is.
Yeah, it's they're always really good to me. I mean,
Yeah.
whenever I'm
American
flying,
Forces Travel. Let me get my.
as soon as they find out I'm a veteran, I get upgraded every once in a while to a nicer seat or an exit row.
Is that like the hotels like in Waikiki? My buddy has done.
Well, yeah,
that.
there's a active, obviously military gets a better deal for the hotels and the bungalows in Oahu. But you veterans can also apply for those too to get discounted rates.
Yeah.
So
My
again, I'm
was
never going to
cheap.
complain about how I've been treated as a veteran. They paid for my education. They paid for my master's degree. They gave me a stipend while I was going to school, gave me miles. So I'm the last person that's going to badmouth how this country takes care of veterans. Is it perfect? By no means, but a good friend of mine's in dementia right now. He's a Vietnam vet, and he's in Roseburg and doesn't remember who he is or who his family is, but he's got really good care. I mean, he has got somebody there checking on him. His room is warm in Roseburg. It specializes for dementia and Alzheimer's. And from talking to his wife, and it's 100% free. And to do the same thing they were looking at, $8,000-$10,000 a month to get him the kind of care he's getting right now in the VA in Roseburg. And he
He's
might
warm. He's getting
and the sad
free
part
meals.
is, it's my worst fear. Hence why I don't take care of my body very much. He is super healthy. He's ran and taken care of himself his whole life. So he's 79 or 80 years of age. He's lean. He's in shape, but he has no brain.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who he is. And he might live to be 90.
All those
you know?
things that you said, I'm opposite of that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna live life to the fullest, and if I see 75, I'll be thrilled. But I wouldn't be shocked if my old heart said, "You drink a lot and you eat a lot of fatty food." And
Those are the ones that live the longest.
yeah, I just had my annual physical, and they're like, "Well, your blood pressure is a smidge high, but
Wait,
nothing
yeah,
crazy.
you're 54 years old.
Your cholesterol is a smidge high." But then he goes,
You're 54
your good
years old.
cholesterol is off the chart." So he thinks you're just one of those genetic people. Probably has weird cholesterol, weird high blood pressure, and all my numbers were great.
Yeah.
My colonoscopy, I've got a golden colon, so
I do not have a
very
golden colon.
blessed. Yeah, little polyps here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they pull them out and you're fine.
Oh, and I got the letter. I got the letter the other day, and I read it, and it goes,
Yeah, you're all right.
yeah, they said, no, it was good. It came back all good. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically here the cheapest one in June.
Oh, shit. We're looking up airline.
I found Alaska had one round trip for $970
Yeah,
per person,
this-
round trip
This one
from Medford to Hanoi.
Yeah, but that's
but look at, we're not going to Hanoi. Go into probably Nantron.
Okay.
How do you spell that?
Yeah.
It's Natran. Yeah, just non.
Two words, I think.
Yeah, it's 2 words.
N-O-N?
Non-tron.
N-A-N?
N-A,
N.
then it's Tron,
Not
T-R-A-N. Nantron.
So is this Sue's family or your family?
Sue's
Not
family.
Sue's
N-H-A.
family. So her parents are full off the boat. Vietnamese.
Sue is full off the boat.
Yeah.
so-
Was she brought here on boat, or her parents were?
That's a story I
old is
can't
she?
remember.
Is that racist saying off the boat?
No,
I mean,
no.
That's how they got here.
Her mom.
Well, because they didn't have submarines.
No,
I,
of course not.
I think Sue was born here, but
I thought so too. Yeah, I think she was born.
but her brother and sister, maybe the two oldest, were not,
So
and they
what-
were boat people.
So what
Yeah.
dates you looking at?
It's going to be probably mid-June.
Mid-June.
So like the 15th for a couple weeks?
Sure.
Sure, we'll just throw that in there.
First class, $14,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's-
that's bullshit.
let's
Did you fly first class over there last time?
Yeah, and and actually it was a pretty good deal. It was way better than $14,000 because I would have said nope.
I flew to Europe this summer and I was in economy, and you know what? My seats reclined. they had a phone holder built in to hold my phone.
Okay.
And I sat back. They
bigger-
fed me drinks. I bought the drink package, and so I drank the whole way over there.
Like a cruise. Huh?
Yeah, and they kept coming, and I watched 3 movies. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, but I mean, to only pay $1,000 compared to $14,000.
Well, yeah.
They better come with a hand job and big titted freaking lady for $14,000.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what happens up at first class. So
All the scotch you can drink.
They got the better.
Roy knows that
They
one.
got the pretty sheep up there.
They do got
They
pretty
do.
cheap.
Yeah. Nylon.
So Korean Air from Medford to Nha Trang, round trip coach 1868.
$2,000.
That's still not bad. I paid that to go to Ireland, and so
Yeah, you're looking at $4,000 in airfare. But the cool thing about when you get to Vietnam, if you want to go down to Ho Chi Minh City,
Do you take the trail?
no, well, I've been on the trail. I've been on that trail.
Got to have the right kind of shoes.
We went from
Or none at all?
or some
That's your
call it
options.
some call it Ho Chi Minh, some call it Saigon. We went from
Propensity to
Saigon to Da Nang, and we took a plane. So, like to grab a plane is like $50, and then you fly. Then we flew to Da Nang and stayed in Da Nang, which was really super cool. We stayed outside of Da Nang, and that's when we went on the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and we went down a river and did rock climbing and cool shit on the river, and went into. They got a bridge over there in Da Nang. That's the
Over the River Kwai.
yes, it is over the River Kwai.
See?
It's called the Dragon Bridge, and it's got all these really cool lights that
Looks
you know.
like a dragon?
Yeah, it looks like a dragon, kind of like that.
So,
that's the name.
So they don't have first class, but business class, which is probably the same thing.
Same.
7,800.
Yeah, that's still no. That's a big no.
Gotta
for
use
me.
your miles. Well, that's why I checked it on Alaska because that means I can look into miles for the same flight.
Do they transfer
there's-
miles?
We'll find out. I'll book it
Yeah,
now.
they,
We'll use
they
the
usually
miles.
have the partner.
Well, Alaska has a big group of folks.
Well, the thing is, you got to go from Medford to San Francisco, and then we fly out of San Francisco to.
Is that what Korean goes through San Fran?
Yeah, they all go through. That's the international. That's the.
Well, see
and
here-
it might be out of LA too, but you got to get from Medford to San Francisco.
So this one is Medford to Seattle to Incheon to
Oh, Incheon,
To
China.
yeah to Nha Trang.
Okay. I would imagine we're going to fly into Saigon again and hang out there because Saigon's really cool. They got some really cool shit to look at. And then I'd like to do Da Nang again.
Can we buy an old Jeep?
You can.
You can't buy shit over there
Why?
because it's not big enough for us. Yeah,
Well, you
try
can still buy it though.
Yeah. And then up to Nha Trang to the village. That's where her mom and dad's village is. And that's where the party would be. And I
Do they have
requested-
rickshaws?
They do have rickshaws. They do.
What about
It's
jeepneys?
called a sitlo.
Yeah, Sitlo or they call it jeepneys, but they're in Nha Trang, where the village is. That's where we would throw the. I told him, I said, if we're going to throw a party, I want an '80s party. I want to throw where hire the band that does nothing but 80 covers, and Vietnamese sing freaking awesome. They can't speak English, but they can sing. Freaking burning down the house.
But it sounds great. Too.
It does.
Burning down the house. I don't know. I'm just saying.
And then probably from there up to Bali. See, last time we went over to Cambodia. But I don't know if I'd do Cambodia again other than where Siem Reap is, which is cool, where the big temples are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's-
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, all those freaking. That's
Yeah.
gotta
Well,
be.
if you've ever seen Tomb Raider, that's
Yeah.
where it was filmed
yeah,
at.
good old Lori. Is Lori still hanging out there?
Lara Croft. Or no, that's the guy who that's the wife of the guy who owns the Buffalo Bills.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, miles would cost me 300,000 miles to
Oh, you got that in your bank?
round trip. I've got about 175,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you're
You're
So
halfway there.
I
You can
use,
get there.
I use those for like going to LA.
Yeah.
Going to,
Yeah, when it
to
only cost you
Phoenix.
30,000 miles.
Yeah, I got them for 6,000 miles before, so it's kind
Oh,
of nice, you know. If you're smart about your flights, you can go to Seattle, watch a football game, and it only costs you 12,000 miles and $8.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
use them more for that than I would that trip. I'd rather spend the 930 than the book
Right.
300,000 miles.
Yeah.
You know.
So it'll be a big planning.
But for $4,000 to go 3 weeks to Vietnam and the Bali, I can't wait to see Bali. Bali looks amazing.
And the great thing about it, Joe puts it all together. He lets everybody know, okay, you need to book this, and this. And when you're there, it's so cheap to be there. I mean, hotels are like $20 a night, $25 a night
for the penthouse.
For a nice
Like a nice room,
a nice place. Now, when we stayed down in downtown Saigon, the hotel was super. It was really cool.
$30 a night.
It might have been 30. I didn't even know if it was that. I drank that much in coffee. But you walk outside and I had this little bench. It was part of the building, and it was like a step type thing. I'd sit there and take, you get little cups of coffee.
Yeah, espresso.
Just about. And I get like 4 of those things loaded up in my, 2 in each finger. And I'd go out there and I would smoke and just watch the world go by. Millions of freaking mopeds. And people walk by and they're kind of like, they don't see a whole lot of Caucasians.
What kind of cocks do they see?
The kind on a stick.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
a stick,
yeah, yeah.
So when you're a white boy sitting there, they're like, that's something different for them. They don't, I mean,
You're a
I saw-
novelty.
Right. I saw maybe the whole time in that 3 weeks you're there, I maybe saw 6 white people.
They're probably Russians.
And 4 of them were Russian and 2 of them were French.
Russian
and
arms
2 of them
dealers.
were French.
I was gonna say when I was in Pattaya, that's all I saw were Russians down there.
Yeah.
Old fat Russians with their, some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
yeah. Well-
is Pattaya Beach, Thailand. About quarter black,
Yeah.
quarter
Allegedly.
Filipino,
Yeah.
and
Allegedly.
quarter American. And they were, it was the most beautiful girls I've ever seen was in Pattaya.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, and half of them were girls.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to check. We actually bought a prostitute because we thought we're going around this town and we're told that there's a lot of.
You bought a tour guide, not a prostitute.
I bought a prostitute, and my wife knows. And we told her we said we didn't want to eat dog. We'd like to avoid eating cat, and we don't want to get drugged because that was a big thing back in the '90s. Is that you'd go meet
Get
a
rolled.
girl and get rolled, and they had a big briefing on the California, big briefing on the Nimitz about getting rolled. So we went out, went to a Connect 4 bar and watched some Thai fighting,
yeah.
and met this senior chief. And
I sat in that same bar.
Yeah, he had a girl with him that spoke really good English, and he said, "I bought this girl, and I'm married, and my wife knows I buy her, but she does my laundry. She takes me around, gets my beers for me. We do sightseeing. She bids on my suit for me, my shirts for me, does all the negotiating." And I said, "We need that." I look at my friend Matt Galley, and he goes, "Not Matt Galley."
Yeah, not
Gallus.
I'm like a Matt Galley.
Galley. Matt Gallus.
Like,
not that galley.
Gallus. And we go, "Let's buy one." He goes, I got the perfect girl for you. And he yells at her friend, his girl, and brings her over. And he says, "How much for the 4 days we're there?" And she at first said like $400. And I almost said yes. And he goes, no. He goes, 200 and another 100 if it goes really well. And we're looking at chicken. So $150 a piece for 4 days. And he said, you'll drink almost for free when it comes to beer. Your bourbons and your mixes will be good, and your food will be outstanding. And when you guys go shopping for your guests, for your wives and your kids, she'll do all the negotiating. If you want, she'll just go out and go shopping for you.
Yeah.
You can stay in the titty bar and watch the serpents and the snakes and the darts and all the cool shit. And it was exactly that. And every night she said, "Do you want to come back to my place and have more?" And we're like, "Nope, we're good." But she'd walk up to the ship. We'd walk in and get our big bag of smelly freaking dungarees and shit.
Yeah.
And we'd throw it to her. In the morning, she'd be waiting at the dock. Everything has been washed and pressed and smelled beautiful, like just scented pussy. And we'd walk it up and put it back in our racks. And then we'd start the day over again, and she got our hotel for us, and she offered to stay in the room. We said, "You know what? We're both men and we're both drunk. We're going to turn that down because one of us are going to make a bad choice tonight, and we're both married."
And we'd rather do that with each other and make it, like the regular
Kim
Tuesday.
knows all these stories.
Yeah.
But she did sit on my lap the whole time, and I had boob on my side face the whole time, but I never got anything sexual. So
Guess
it was
who's
good.
calling?
Is that a
My
hit
wife.
Hello.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hippler!
Hippler.
Hello.
what's
there.
going on?
What are you doing?
Shoveling
I'm
snow.
trying to shovel out before the plow gets here to plow us in.
Oh, we're actually
No.
getting a play-by-play. He's actually shoveling right now, live on the radio.
No, not
with
right now.
Thousands of people online listening.
It sounds like you got a mouthful of snow.
Oh no! Oh no!
You're on air with 3 Guys and Sometimes Bob.
Well, you're on recording.
And Bob's not even here. It's JJ.
Sorry. So I'm filling in for Bob then. All right.
So
Or whoever. What's going on?
nothing.
We want to know what's going on with you. Give us an update. Is it 4 feet, 7 feet? Is a cyclone bomb?
Not 7 feet. It hasn't stopped snowing, but it's probably got, I would say, 3 feet. It's
Wow.
between 2 and 3. It drifts.
And you had nothing yesterday, right? So as of yesterday, this time you had just a smidgen.
It wasn't even snowing yesterday at this time. So
Did you get shit Amy off to work?
Yeah, but she's back because they
closed
the road crew blocked her driveway into work.
Right.
Yeah. So
I thought she had to go back in. Did you have to go back in one more time, or did they just give the day off?
She just took the day off.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I rub off on her a little bit. She's figuring it out. Man.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'd rub off on her too.
That's my kind of snow day.
Hey, so JJ tells me that you bought a snowblower
A couple years ago, didn't you?
Why?
Yeah, but I didn't buy it. I got it for free off the side of the road.
Okay.
And,
somebody left it, huh?
Well, the guy was using it, and he went in to go take a leak. So,
Well, yeah.
well, yeah. No, they had a sign that said free, and I had to manhandle it up in my pickup, but it ran, but it didn't blow snow.
Well, that doesn't sound like a snowblower then.
It sounds just like a snow machine.
Yeah, it was on tracks and everything.
You
It
know,
was kinda cool.
I know times are tough in the pesticide world. You could probably go buy one, you know,
I
and
could.
it spins it out because you do work at home and you do have to leave. So
Well, the amount of snow that I had this morning, a snowblower, unless I had a huge snowblower like on the back of a tractor, it wouldn't have helped because it was too deep.
you know, people fucking die shoveling snow. You know that.
Yeah, and people die on holding podcasts too, smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee. So
Well, yeah, there is that.
yeah,
We just want you to be safe.
Oh, I'm safe. The most challenging thing I got is I got to get up on top of the toy hauler and shovel it off.
Oh yeah, I get that.
So
Well, you said it's
I need to
3
go get
feet
the
of
ladder.
It's heavy snow too. It's not that normal
Yeah, it's
light
not
snow
like-
we had in Bend last year when we
Yeah.
got to 3 feet in 12 hours.
No.
It was powdery.
What about
this
leaf
is-
blowers? Does a leaf blower work?
It works if it was like 10
Fluffy.
degrees and
Yeah.
fluffy. Yeah, it works really good blowing off a windshield of a car.
Okay.
But no, it wouldn't work on this one.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
You got
it's,
more
it's
like
not terrible.
you got more like Sierra
Huh?
cement, right? That shit we used
Yeah,
to ski in Tahoe.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, I don't know. It's just heavy. It's dense.
Yeah.
So it's shoveling good. It's just heavy. So
It's the front of the storm. Heavy snow. It lightens up. As
Well,
gets
is it supposed to
colder.
lighten up in the next day or two, or what's up?
The rest
We're
of
supposed to
today,
get rain.
rest of today snow, and then tomorrow it turns to rain.
Oh, that's going to be a mess.
oh yeah, no.
That'll fill the
Neighbor and I
river
were
up.
just talking about that. We're probably both of our garages are going to be flooded. tomorrow
Starboy?
afternoon. No, Brennan.
That'll fill up the
That's the
lake.
one behind him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, south of you, Redding and everything, and Lake Shasta is getting absolutely hammered with rain. It's insane. You guys are just in a
Oh, see?
pipeline.
Oh yeah, but have you seen up north, Seattle area and all that?
No.
They're getting the wind and the rain. I guess they have power outages everywhere.
Yeah, my boss is he's working out of Starbucks right now because they have no power.
Oh, wow.
There's trees across. It's pretty devastating. I'll take snow for that any day.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
we didn't get nothing here really.
just rain.
Just
The
rain.
wind
I mean,
wasn't-
just
the wind
rain.
was blowing, but nothing like the coast had. What was it? Gold Beach had 76 mile per hour
Wow.
sustained winds for a while. That's gonna knock some power poles down.
Oh yeah, and I heard it was what was the those swells that the King
Tide.
Tide.
Yeah.
Died last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard it was like the tides. They were expecting like 30, 40 feet tides coming in.
Yeah.
Well, I don't live on the coast, I guess.
Well, there is that.
I mean, I guess I just, snowbird over there wouldn't have to deal with this stuff.
Well, yeah, if you'd ever get your ass up here to Oregon, you wouldn't have to deal with it. So,
Well, G and I are going to buy the winning lottery ticket real soon here, so we'll come and let you know that you're retired.
we need to.
Is that what it is?
It's going to happen. I bought $20 tickets this time, so guaranteed win because I got 20 tickets. So how can I lose?
Oh,
Absolutely. Good
I just
job.
pulled up the Checo bar, where the Checo River comes into the ocean. Yeah, it's a little high.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah,
I bet it is.
Yeah, I mean, there you can. Well, there's almost a jetty. Almost a jetty.
Almost.
There's a pebble.
Yeah. There's. Oh shit. Well.
Who put that there?
Yeah. Don't worry, Michael just tearing shit apart.
Sorry,
Oh, no.
sorry, fans.
Yeah.
It's the bomb
All
cyclone.
right, boys.
It's
I got a work call actually. So
Oh yes.
okay.
Please go work.
Work.
All right, brother.
Work. You boys, hey, thanks for calling me, boys.
All right, take
It's
care.
good to be on the recording.
Give the
You guys
puppies
take
and
care.
your bride some love.
I will. All right. Bye, boys.
Bye.
See you later, Eric.
Michael is a hurricane.
Holy shit. He is the bomb cyclone. What in the balls does he got going on here?
Well, what most people do is they turn their microphone off when they're going to leave.
Yeah, and he's
And
then
then-
the engineer, and he should know how to do that shit.
Yeah. Like this-
I don't. I touch buttons over there, and it's all messed up. All right, we're gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't want to be anything around weeks and weeks of snow and having to do what Eric does every day.
Yeah, I mean it'd be cool for. Well, no.
It's pretty.
It is. It
like
is.
Last Martin Luther King, we were over in Sun River, and we drove over in the storm on Friday night, and literally the road closed behind us, so Crater Lake and everything, Diamond Lake.
Yeah.
It closed behind us. We got there at about 6 o'clock. It started snowing, and it didn't stop until Sunday morning. And it was nonstop. But it was also like 10 degrees, and it got down to 0 degrees. So it was that really
fine.
tiny, fine snow. But it was 3 feet thick on our trucks. And my diesel jellified in my rig
diesel.
because I've got a plug in, but some smart guy didn't plug it in while it was 0 degrees. So my
Well, your hands were full with a cigar and bourbon, so
I did. There's a picture of me in the hot tub where I'm literally. I've got icicles on my eyelashes.
Sorry. I'm getting situated.
Are you fucking done yet?
I'm done. No, I'm never done. Come on, I'm just trying to get
Goodness
fucking
gracious.
situated.
That was like 3 minutes of hell right there.
That was crazy.
Your coffee cup was louder than the bomb cyclone.
Bob Cyclone is, it's coming. It's going to be here any day.
What they say.
I'm still waiting for
Well,
it.
it's actually going away from us right now. It's actually north of Washington
It
and
never
north-
showed up here.
west. It's just circling, and we're getting
I wanted a good storm here. I wanted to see some weather, but
Well, it's raining pretty
It's
hard.
raining.
I was looking
yeah, I
at
mean, shit.
the weather thing.
They call that winter.
For my brother down in Napa, they're expecting 3 inches of rain today.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
And I
rain.
went, holy fuck. And we were only doing an inch.
Well,
Well,
No, it
is
sounds harder than that.
It is
Oh,
the tin roof up
They
there.
changed it now to 1.74.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
Why?
dropping by the minute.
Yeah. What do we hear at Grants Pass? They're calling for about an inch. Not quite.
Oh, an inch today.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Just a tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip today.
So we're starting a new quarter of bowling tonight, right?
Yes,
New
we
session.
are.
Did we get third place?
Second.
Second place.
I think we got
Did we get
second.
money from second place?
Yeah. Next at the end of the year.
I thought you get it each quarter or whatever, each session. So
oh shit. Yeah, that's a big. Oh no, I don't even know why it's raining. It doesn't even show it on here.
right there,
Well,
bomb,
it's never
bomb
right there.
cyclone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bomb cyclone right there.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
fitting.
Well, it was
Yeah, we
supposed
got-
to stall,
we got a
too,
pretty-
from what I heard.
We got a
It's
pretty
stalling
good
right there, yeah.
green coming our way. Right now, for a while.
That's the pipeline that's going to be hitting us for the next day. It's the hose that's blowing,
Yep.
Yeah,
blowing
yeah.
water in.
The atmospheric river, as they call that.
Yes. Well, I'm hoping just rain on the way up on Friday.
I think it'd be fine going north.
I'm leaving at about 10, between 10 and noon Friday and heading north.
So close to 11.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, that's good. Okay,
Roughly.
ballpark.
He was quick like that.
Yeah,
You know why we call him Michael?
that's my name.
That's his
name.
Yeah, no, that's why I used to get in trouble all the time because the parents or somebody would be like, pick a number between 1 and 3. I'm like, 2. It's the only one in between 1 and 3. I mean, what else can I do?
Yeah.
What do you expect out of me?
Yeah, so yeah.
So why are you going to Phoenix?
Just my mom's turning 80, and my son's down there, and my brother and all them. So I figure I'm going to go down there for Thanksgiving, and
Great. That's super cool.
yeah. And I don't really have anywhere to be ever, so I might as well just take my time and
Do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it, prove it.
Yeah, my Thanksgiving's getting grenaded by my family. I don't know if you guys know that my wife's sister
Oh, she coming down?
married my brother
Oh,
4 years ago. And my brother's...
keeps the circle tight.
It sounded great, but we also knew that they both
No,
were interested in person.
did sound great.
Well, Kim and I said at the beginning, this may not work out. Well, guess what?
And
It has not worked out. And
You
so
know,
now Thanksgiving's got a big old poop stain on it now.
Oh, nice.
Family, it's always good.
That's where you get to stay in the kitchen and cook.
Well, that's what I saw you were doing on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you deal with stress. Is you were just living in the kitchen, avoiding the energy
Yep.
of too many people. Your daughter-in-law looked very uncomfortable on Friday night. She,
Oh, Gabby?
the thin one who's a doctor.
Great.
Oh yeah, her back
looked
was
super
all
uncomfortable.
fucked up.
She looked like
Yeah.
like I feel when I'm really messed up. She looked like she's sitting weird, and she was like turning her head barely left and barely
Yeah.
right, and she stood up and looked like she had a stick up her ass.
Yep, yeah,
And,
she did.
Poor thing.
So she decided that she wanted to do Taekwondo,
Oh,
and apparently her instructor did a hip thrust or whatever on her and put her on her ass and hell, she ain't got a. If she weighs
she's got no padding.
She's got no padding. She weighs $110 soaking wet. I'd be surprised.
I'd be willing to bet she doesn't weigh a C note.
Yeah, and she fucked up her back, and I told her, I go, get your ass in that sauna, and,
Yeah,
and let her work
exactly.
it out. And I said, I can put some shit on there on your lower back, some massage stuff, and she's
Put some G juice on there.
put some G juice on there, and she's like, nope, I'm good. I'm like, you're walking around like
I'm a strong,
fucking,
independent woman.
yeah. I
Please carry this for me.
You're like, quit being a fucking hero. You don't need to be one.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, hurt is hurt. So,
Yeah,
I mean, when lidocaine patches don't even hit it.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So I
crazy.
told her to go. I told her to go to a doctor on Monday.
Yeah, unfortunately, massage all you want, but if you're messed up,
Yeah.
it's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
I have somebody's lighter.
Yeah, you got mine. So
Well, we're at an hour and 31 minutes.
yeah, what else is going on? I mean,
There's not
everything's
much.
Good. We don't have no female here today to.
That's spicing it up.
Oh my God, that was wow. Good for her.
Yeah,
Good.
she's a trooper.
She is a trooper. Amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you'll have to listen to that one, Jay. That,
I'm going to have to.
that
I'm excited. I can't wait. It makes the time fly by when I'm walking the dogs in the morning at 5 o'clock.
Well, that was 3.5 hours. So
Yeah.
that's-
three hours
something.
45
He
minutes.
said I need to fast forward to like the 2 hour mark when she shows up.
Yeah, right when.
Because otherwise, just us assholes.
yeah,
Yeah. After I left, it got going.
yeah.
Yeah.
You left way too early. And actually, Andy was really good that day.
Yep.
I didn't want to punch him in his head, which was great.
Andy's really good. He'll start dominating a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
but- and
Oh, I
that's
love
it.
Andy. I
But he
mean,
has the best stories. and he
Andy's
has
a good- he's a
great
good
heart,
person.
you know?
He really is.
And he just
Yeah.
gets rolling on his stories. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about it too sometimes. But
Yeah.
he does have
Yeah.
amazing stories. He's got good delivery. He's funny.
Yeah.
And he does a lot for our community.
He does.
And
Absolutely,
and I
yeah.
wanted to make sure that you knew that is that he's not scared to talk, but he's not scared to give either. He'll give his time,
Exactly.
his effort, and his money.
Yep.
And we in the Active Club, we love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Him and Eric
Absolutely.
are both good human
Yeah.
beings.
So I hear the brain really hard in my ear right now, but you have a device that when we
Yeah, it doesn't.
play
It,
back,
it takes it out.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
takes it
holy
out.
cow, it's roaring.
We got that high tech shit from Uncle Bezos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Speaking
Exactly.
of smart guys, you see the new SpaceX rocket launch yesterday with
Yeah.
45, 47 there, but unfortunately, I guess it didn't come down to its landing chopstick spot like it was supposed to. But again, that's why I call it a test flight.
Did it crash?
Well, it launched the top part fine,
Okay.
And the bottom part falls back down, and then they steer it.
Right.
It was supposed to come right down exactly where it launched from.
Okay.
And it
was off a few inches?
It was off several hundred feet or something like that. But again,
Did it die?
it's actually landed, when I saw it, landed straight up, and then I think it fell over because
There was nothing to hold it. Yeah.
But again, that's still pretty amazing because we used to launch shit and then say,
throw it in
let's
the
throw it in
ocean.
space or drop it
it's
in the
gone.
ocean. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
It ends up in the ocean.
And now you got reusable bottom
Part.
halves that you reload again.
Well, that one he can't reuse because it probably crushed itself. Like
Well,
a
yeah,
silo.
but I mean, if you don't test shit, you don't fucking figure stuff out.
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to ride on it to find
No,
out.
but they had one, what is it, a month or so ago that landed,
Yeah,
right,
that landed right back on
where
it.
it was
Yeah.
supposed to.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like, fuck, that's amazing.
well, it goes to show you, man. I love our government, but if you have companies do shit that have to make a profit,
Yep.
they're gonna fucking do it right.
Yeah.
When the government has exorbitant amount of money,
They call it the lowest bidder.
unlimited funds for the lowest bidders contracts.
But that's
and-
where the money comes in to start this shit. The private shit. They go, okay, we got this idea. We're going to go with that. And up it goes. But yeah.
Private needs to do our satellites because they're going to do it for profit, and if they can't do it where they make money and be successful,
Right.
then it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
I just think it's great that Elon's doing what Elon's doing.
yeah, fucking, is he on the spectrum? Of course he's on the spectrum.
Absolutely he is.
Beyond the spectrum.
Einstein is on the spectrum.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah.
super smart is
Yeah.
on the spectrum. Is he a weird dude?
Yes.
He's a weird dude.
Yes.
But I am waiting for my solar tiles. I want to have
Those are
panels.
cool.
I would like to have my next roof be solar tiles. 'Cause it seems like the smart thing to do. If I'm going to cover my roof,
Yep.
why not cover
I've
them
seen a
with
house
tiles?
near my brother's place. It's like that.
Yeah, they're
It
super
looks-
expensive right now, but
Yeah.
I figure in 5 years the price will go down, just like
Yeah.
everything else goes down
Yep.
over time.
Well, DNR
And my
gets
la-
paid for.
Yeah.
My last roof will be a solar roof.
Yeah, that'd be
Yep.
It'll be awesome.
Exactly. So,
Do you have solar at your place, Roy?
Not power. They had solar water.
Yeah.
And that's hail. It's farting around right now.
We got to fix it.
I got to get up there, and it's pressure valves got to get
Yeah.
replaced.
We got to bring the nuclear engineer in to take a look at it.
I got a friend that sells solar now in Illinois because Illinois has a new state law that says they must pay for the other 40% that the federal government won't pay for. So as long as you qualify, it's free. But my friend makes about $8,000 per sale, and he quit his teaching job, and that's all he does is sell.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
says, if I can get into the family and show them the state and the federal write-offs, that you basically cost you nothing.
Wow.
Get solar, and he's just been making about $100,000 every 3 months.
Oh, nice.
And just banking it away.
Good for him.
It's a gold rush. He knows
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to end.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you prepare for it, and you
The
know
next state's going to be Louisiana, I guess, doing the same
Yeah.
thing. So.
then he's going to move to Louisiana.
Yep. And his wife's staying here, and she's smart. She goes, "Go make money."
yeah,
He's good
absolutely.
at sales, and
He does that for a couple years, and then he's done.
he'll come back and teach again. Yeah, because his kids will be in school. He wants to teach and coach. But right now, you can't turn down making $500,000 a year.
Yeah, exactly. For not that much work.
No, he said, if I can get it, he has guys he hires to just do the door knocking.
Yeah.
And they set the appointments, and they get $1,000 for every sale, and he keeps like 6 or 7 of it. And that's has a team of 5, 6 guys that knock on doors every day, and then I kind of want to go out and look at the rain. It sounds like
Yeah, go,
Yeah, well-
go look at it. Well, you guys go look. I'll just sit here and talk to myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to look. I can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so it's raining.
Paul's over there just doing what Paul does.
cats and dogs.
It is cats and dogs.
Holy cow! I've been sitting for a while.
You know, and, speaking of things, you know why they call it "It's raining cats and dogs"?
No.
You never heard that?
No.
Okay, you've heard the terminology.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so back in, I believe, England or wherever they built mud huts with thatched roofs. So they had thatched roofs, and that's where, the grass and... So in the wintertime, an animal, a cat, typically probably a cat, not necessarily a dog, maybe a dog, would burrow into the thatch to stay warm, and then when they got a lot of weather, like raining and shit, or the wind would blow, the fucking cats and dogs would fall through the roof. And they say, so it's raining like cats and dogs, the animals would actually fall into the house. And that's where that terminology comes from.
Gotcha.
Yeah, true story. I saw it on the TikTok.
Oh, okay. That's yeah. That's
Gotta
what.
be real then.
Yeah. So
Everything on TikTok's real.
Yeah.
Everything is.
so
If it's on the interweb, you know it's real.
yeah. So anyways,
Yeah.
it's getting loud as shit out there. so
I think we should probably be
we'd call
done.
it.
Hey, it was fun. Thanks for inviting me over here and hanging out.
JJ.
Episode
Hey,
4-5
thanks
is
for coming.
in the
Appreciate it.
can.
In the can. Have
Bam.
a ham and a bam and a good.